I'm back. The king is back.
What are you
I've
talking
been
about, bro?
gone.
Were you
I've
not
been
on
gone
last
for 3
episode?
days.
Were you not on the last video we recorded?
Restart the
Nah,
video.
I don't think I was. I don't think I was. No, actually, I want that in. I want that in.
I don't
Welcome
even
back to the
know.
playroom. This is episode 88. Yeah, episode 88. A lot of stuff has been happening recently. The first round of the draft happened yesterday, so we're gonna be recapping that, going over some things, and then talking about the games that happened on the NBA side yesterday. So it's a lot to talk about. It's gonna be very entertaining. As always, I'm your host Jay. I'm with my guys Latif, Q, and Max. Max went somewhere, I think, but y'all can say what's up.
I'm literally right here.
Man, what's up, man? What's up, man? Let's get this on the road. Get this on the
NFL
road.
draft, NBA playoffs. It's a fun time to be a sports fan right now.
Am I not
lie.
on your screen? Am I not on the screen?
No, we can see
Yeah,
you. We can see you, Max.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
I
here.
don't know what it was. Okay, I was eating a carrot, Jaden.
Am I getting trolled?
No, bro. He's
I
here.
don't see
Is
him.
it? Can you hear me?
Okay. You see now his
Oh,
stuff
look,
is just
though.
loading.
Okay, good. I thought it was mine. I was like, what are we talking about?
Keon Coleman, man. I'm not too upset.
It's a good pick.
It's Josh Allen.
It'll be 50-50 balls all year. It'll be
Yeah.
50-50 deep balls all year.
It's Josh Allen, baby. If that's
I
just
agree.
what it's about to be.
I think it's a great situation for Keon too. Like obviously. I don't know. I think like the second and third round, I still get hyped. 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's like I really don't care. Like maybe I'll tune in for a pick or two, but like I'm not tuned in for like the later rounds of the draft at all as I should be.
I thought it was. I don't know what that was, but Max, it like showed you your camera off and you muted, and then
I was that for a little bit, but then I came back in.
yeah, I think my stuff was just tweaking. But we can hop into it. Grading every pick from the first round. I'm not gonna lie, Max, we had a great day.
I
We had
loved it. Loved it so much. Oh my
Before I
gosh.
start, bro,
I got a question. Wait, hold on. Before you even go into your spiel, did you think it wasn't gonna be a great day?
I didn't think we were gonna get Rome. I didn't think that was gonna play.
I just feel like no matter what happened, no matter what got picked at 1 and 9, it was gonna be a great day regardless. Like
Literally.
you was always gonna get a great prospect at 9. Also, like you feel me?
I didn't
feel like you.
I didn't
you
think it
had
was
a
gonna be
great-
Rome
like,
though.
for me, it's the fact that I wanted whenever there's like a play on the board that I want the Bears to pick, I feel like they never pick him. I wanted Rome and they got him. I honestly thought in my heart that we were going to trade that pick. Since we only have 2 other picks in the 3rd and the 4th round, right? I thought we would trade it back with Denver, Oakland, and let them jump Minnesota to take JJ or whoever they wanted. I thought we would trade back.
And both paths
Would have been cool. Yeah, 100%.
You both
100%.
paths you would have got an A+.
Agreed.
You know
But it's just the fact that they got Rome and I wanted Rome.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm not even gonna get
Rome
too
is,
crazy.
like,
Nothing wrong. You feel me? I just feel like, yes, very excited now for the simple fact it's officially set in stone, which is all cool. You're a fan. I mean, everything's set in stone. Like you knew this was gonna happen, but since you've seen it, it's like all right. And now y'all don't gotta be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess I didn't. So I feel like I thought through what if the Chargers went online, and I guess I thought someone would trade with the Titans. I didn't think it'd be 2 O-line picks ahead of us, and obviously no one predicted what the Falcons were gonna do. So like all that kind of stuff, I think like obviously paved the way. But I agree. I would have been happy with Latu at 9. I would have been happy with Dallas Turner at 9. I would have been happy trading back. I would have been cool if we would have taken O-lineman. Like there are a lot of good prospects in this class, and I like honestly wouldn't have been mad. It's just the fact that I wanted Rome. I think it'd be cool to develop a quarterback and receiver at the same time. Keenan's older. He's obviously going to not be on the team forever. I know you were saying we don't need receiver. Today we don't need receiver, but I think in a year or two, if Keenan's contract, I think he's still on a 1-year deal. I think maybe he's got a player option, but I think he's on that 1-year deal.
They said when he got traded, like there was expectation that he was gonna get an extension. Like he was gonna be promised like new money, whether it would be a 2-year extension, whatnot. If it does happen, y'all still have one of the best wide receiver cores in the league. If
100%.
it doesn't happen, you're still probably gonna have one of the top duos in the league. You've got a good tight end tandem. You got a decent running back room. Obviously, you got an A+ for picking a quarterback. It's Caleb. offensive line, cool. Like I said, both paths you would have been fine.
O-line,
So-
O-line. Offense is like
Yeah,
we have
Offense,
holes
yeah,
in the O-line a
defense-
little bit,
defense,
center-
everything. I think everything should be defense from here
That
on
can
out.
get fixed, though.
except we trade up and we get a guy like, and he's gonna go in the next like 2 picks, but Jackson Powers Johnson would be like icing on the cake. Like
He's actually
my
he's actually not viewed like very highly among the teams. Like
he's not lasting the 3rd round, I don't think.
he's
I
not gonna
think-
last past. He's not gonna last past the 3rd for sure.
Yeah.
But like
So
I
that's
guess
what I'm
like
saying,
some
like-
teams didn't like him, and like I guess he was not good on his visits. Whatnot. It's whatever. It's nonsense.
I would love to
All
get JPJ and then another D lineman. Chill out, let's see.
Can we go pick? Can we go pick my pick? Can we go pick my pick,
Yeah,
please?
If you had a team, you would understand. If you actually supported a team, you
I
would
understand. I really don't care. I'm just saying we just go pick my pick. That's the topic.
Max,
Please.
Max.
What's
I think
that about?
No, I'm just saying. I want to go pick my
He's getting
pick.
sassy. He's getting
Yeah,
sassy.
I
on
guess.
pick by pick. We talking
He's
about the
in-
Bears who had the number 1 pick. We still that's
Oh,
still,
I understand. I
that's still
understand.
the Bears.
Teams from the city. Teams from the city, by the way. So it's like I don't know. I don't understand.
Bro is crazy.
I just want to get the topic going.
Wait,
Yo,
Jay,
like,
what are you gonna say? Jay, what
Bears-
were you gonna
Max,
say?
I think it's very possible we can get top 2 in the division. It's very possible.
For sure, but I'm gonna be
Very
realistic and I'm gonna set my expectations fairly low.
10 wins.
I'm saying 9. I'm happy with 9.
I counted off 9 regardless.
I'm
Are we all in agreement? A plus.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
plus. Yeah,
Yeah,
A
A+.
plus.
All right. Pick number 2. Pick number 2, Latif. Let's move on.
Thank you.
Number
Let's
two.
really get into it because we just
Wait,
we're
I thought we were
forever.
gonna have like some type of graphic up though. Like maybe you could have pulled up the first round, like shared your screen.
We could do that. We could do
Yeah,
that.
I know we can. I know we.
He's
I-
saying
I
that
thought-
mad. He's saying
I
that
thought-
mad until his
I thought-
hometown got lit.
Hey, the
I don't-
Chargers.
I'm not
Chargers
mad.
did
I'm mad. We just stayed on that for a long time. Like, can we like?
No, I
and
got
also,
it. Latif. I got it.
I'm about to say you're the host. You're the host. You're the host.
Yo,
Do your job.
yo,
So I mean,
yo.
why? I don't know why.
Hello?
Yo.
The Chargers traded up for this pick. I don't know if anyone's paid attention. They traded
I'm
with the
really-
Pat.
We're watching.
I don't know who they're going with, but I just saw they
Yo,
traded up. So
yo,
no
they
AD Mitchell
They
there.
got the AD.
Do you
Huh?
do?
They got Lad. They got Lad
or
McConkey.
Tab?
Oh, that's okay. Now that's actually
Lad
better.
McConkey.
Actually taking a receiver is good.
Chief, do you do window or tab?
Wait, is it? Do you know
Tab.
what is it or no?
No, it's Lad McConkey.
That's good. That's honestly like
That's
Good
That's
first two picks.
that's Puka Nakua / Cooper Cup right there.
very solid first 2 picks. He will be a fantasy. Yeah, he'll be an easy fantasy pick. Got no one else to throw the ball to.
That's the Patriots. They're smart. They're smart. That means they weren't. That means they're eyeing somebody later, like down.
Or they just saw AD and Lad as the same thing.
You got to get Drake Mason. You got to get Drake May a weapon though.
They do have a weapon. They have KJ Osborne and Kendrick Bourne.
Anyways,
That's better, right? Yeah, no, I like people are trying to tell me, and I was like, KJ Osborne's a sick wide receiver 3. Like, we can't be talking about him like he's an X.
He's a very decent wide receiver 3.
He's a
I've seen
sound
wide
wide
receiver.
receiver 3. He's a sound wide receiver 3 when Justin Jefferson's your 1 and Kirk Cousins is your quarterback.
Yeah, I don't see KJ Osborne when he.
All right, so
No.
we gave we gave the Bears an A plus
Or plus.
for the first pick. That was kind of obvious. We knew what that was going to be coming into the day. We kind of knew Washington was with Jaden Daniels as well, but it was still kind of up for speculation. But Latif, since you were so eager to get into it, what would you grade this pick?
I'm going to give it a D. I'm going to give that pick a D. He is hosting the thing and is lagging. But I'm going to give the Commanders selecting Jaden Daniels. I'm going to give that a D. I think it was the wrong pick. I think Drake May was clearly the better prospect. He's younger. I think his arm talent is better. I think he's better inside the pocket as well. So I'm going to give that pick a D just based on the fact that I think it was the wrong pick. And I think he has a chance to be a good player. I do. He has a good offensive coordinator. He has some decent weapons. The offensive line is still not good, but he has a chance to be a successful player. I don't think he's gonna be better than Drake May. So anytime you pick a player above a player that was better than him, it's not gonna be a great grade. So I'm giving that pick a D.
I disagree. I think D is kind of a little bit too harsh.
That's
I don't know.
that's the wrong outlook when it comes to like draft grades.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to base it off if a player is better than the other player. That's not really
They
how
picked the
this
wrong
works.
players. That's why I gave them a D. They picked the wrong player. I mean,
They
it's simple.
they to you, to them that might not be the wrong player.
yeah.
I ain't want to cut Jada off, but
I,
like your soliloquy, you feel me? Your little reasoning. I understand what you're saying. That doesn't make it a D because they picked the wrong player in your eyes. You feel me? Like he's still, no matter what you think of him, he's still a Heisman winner, and he has talent. Like it can literally work. Like
they're good,
that.
but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think that was totally wrong. I'm not gonna lie. In every mock that I did, every mock that I participated in, I had the Commander selecting Drake May because I also think that he's just a better prospect, and in the long run, he'll be a better player. But this is a person who they were comparing to Lamar Jackson, like Q was saying, a Heisman Trophy winner. This is a good pick. I don't think he's better than Drake May. I don't think he'll be better than Drake May. Well, he probably is right now, but I'll give this pick a B. I'll give this pick like a
Yeah, he keeps leaving. But anyways, that comparison is nowhere near close at all. So I don't even know what points bringing that up.
Yeah,
It's not close.
that may be true from our perspective, but I just wanna be totally transparent for the simple fact that we may not know more than the NFL scouts. You know what I'm saying? We may not know more than these GMs. I don't like we may not know more than these coaches. Unless we think that we're so much smarter than the people that actually be around them and been around this game forever. Then you feel me? If you believe that, then you could confidently say it's a D. But just based off circumstance and everything that's surrounding, it's not a D pick. It's not a barely passing grade. It's actually a good. It should be a good grade. It shouldn't be an A plus
I
like
don't.
Caleb.
I
It
don't.
shouldn't be no lower than a C plus. Like it just
I don't
can't be.
think. If
Like it
that's the
just
case,
gotta
we might as well. If that's the case, we might as well not ever give our opinion because we obviously they are people that's professionals. They hired this job. They're supposed to know more than us. But if we can't say it's our opinion because we don't know more than them or we haven't seen more than them, then I really
no,
don't get what's the point of it.
no.
wait,
You can have an opinion, but you can be objective. Like I don't
I
think
object, I
Xavier.
objectively think it's a D. I
No,
objectively think it's a
I'm
D.
saying, but what I'm saying is, I do not think Xavier Worthy's good, but I also think that just like it's been said, he's going to Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, so that is going to be a fine pick. Like you can
Not necessarily though.
be a cool pick. You can literally project that.
The Chiefs have draft misses a lot of times. They do.
Why were you making that face when I said BB plus?
I didn't make the place. I didn't make the face BB plus. I made the face when you said he's probably better than Drake May right now. That's when you said that. That's when I was.
I think
like,
Drake May will benefit from sitting a year.
that doesn't mean he's better than. That doesn't
I
mean
don't even
he's.
know if he's gonna sit for the whole year.
He probably not, but
Yeah,
he's
probably
probably
not.
gonna start off
Um,
sitting. But again, yeah.
I'll go into mine. Latif, I do agree with what you're saying. I think it's a little bit of a harsh grade, but I do agree. Like you got to give your opinion on these things. I would be at probably a C or C plus. I like Drake May better in my opinion too, but to say that it's like I think a D is harsh. I just think they made the wrong pick. I think C plus is fair because he obviously has the upside. He won a Heisman. Like he has showed that like some of those tools in college. I know the whole people get mad at him for having 2 first-round receivers. He's going into a solid receiving room, I guess, with Dotson and Terry. They got Austin Eckler. The O-line is the big issue, and that's what I keep seeing with people's big issues about this pick is that he was not good in the pocket and under pressure, and
He's
they have
not.
an O-line which is not going to give him any pressure, or which will give him a lot of pressure. So from that aspect, that's why I mean, he can move on his feet, obviously, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's the best
He
fit.
also he's also barely thrown outside. He doesn't really throw outside the pocket that much. He barely does that.
Yeah. So I'd probably at a CC plus.
He takes off and run a lot. He's a lot faster than college athletes, but NFL defenders are a lot faster than what you see in college. They're gonna hit you a lot harder what you see in college. You have the injury concerns because he's slight right there. Again, I just don't think it was the right pick at all. So that's why I guess I was a little harsh on it, but I don't know. It was a terrible pick to me.
I think it's a 50-50 pick because they're gonna pick Jaden Daniels or they're gonna pick Drake May. And I don't think picking the wrong guy is an automatic like almost failing grade.
What? So if you pick the wrong, so we come back next year, and even next year might be too early, right? But even if let's say we come back 5 years down the line and we look at this pick in hindsight, and we regrade it, what are we gonna be doing then? Drake May is better.
I guess same thing with Malik Neighbors at 6. Like if Rome Odunze just turns out to be a better wide receiver, would it not technically be a 50-50 shot?
He was. I mean, but he was like viewed like that's them as prospects is much closer. I believe from a lot of people that I've seen, I think those prospects are much closer than what Drake May and Jaden Daniels are.
But what you have seen all draft cycle is that Jaden Daniels is a much better prospect than Drake May.
And we've seen a lot of times where these NFL GMs and these NFL owners and these NFL scouts just get a lot of stuff wrong. And I see a lot of people that have
said that in argument because you use that argument just now for the Rome and Neighbors thing. I just used that same.
What do you mean? I'm talking about what I feel personally. What I'm saying.
But you said from everything I've seen that they view them that close. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about for everything I've seen on tape. Like I view them prospects as closer, as closer prospects. With these two people, I do not. I think Drake is closer to Caleb than what he is to Jaden Daniels. To be honest, like I wasn't super impressed about a lot of stuff I've seen on film. Like he has good arm talent, but his pocket presence is terrible. And he as mobile as he is, he bails out of pocket too much, and he didn't have a lot of substance thrown on the run. He had a great offensive line as well.
Arizona traded 35. Atlanta moved up. They took the DT from Clemson.
Yeah, Jazon Newton still ain't go.
Nope. So
Max, you're muted.
That means they could probably still land him.
I thought you said Arizona, and I was like, damn, I wish Arizona would have taken him, but didn't. But it's Atlanta. You said Atlanta.
I keep putting Troy Franklin on these mock drafts. Like Troy Franklin's good.
And then I just don't. Also, he's older than him too. That's a big factor when we talk about quarterbacks right now. He's older than him. He obviously had a lot of experience, but old quarterbacks works. I think when you are older, you obviously have a lower potential to, get better. Like you usually come in what you are.
Yeah, you mistaken me defending the pick for like I'm not like saying that Jaden Daniels is better than Drake May, or like I'm just defending the analysis of it's a D when it's like 98% of the world don't think it's a D. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying. Like it's either
I don't think that's true. I don't think 98% of the world. I saw a lot of people disagreeing with the pick. Like just because NFL scouts like it.
The most of the people that you've seen disagreeing with the pick, or 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna say I'm like I gotta have your eyes, but there are probably people that are like on the internet and not in the rooms. Like of the prominent people that let's just say on TV and whatnot. I know for a fact there are 2 people that think Drake May should have went before Jaden Daniels. That's Tim Hasselbeck, and that's it. Feel me? Everybody else, there's a bunch of people that was in the camp that Jaden Daniels should have went 1, but there's a bunch of people in the camp that believe that Jaden Daniels was QB 2. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think being in the rooms has much value at all, to be honest, anymore. Especially when we see these people consistently get it wrong every single year. Like a lot.
That's true. That's true. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, even for me, and I believe I know I know what I'm watching. 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna get it right more than Andy Reid's gonna get it right or Cliff Kingsbury's gonna get it right. I just don't. I'm not gonna bet on myself over a Cliff or Andy or Brandon Bean or whoever it is. Just like most people are not gonna, think they're smarter than those GMs that's picking these picks.
It's not even about being smarter. It's just like I don't think like a coach is different. I'm talking about these scouts, these people that like people go up there and say Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, Malik Neighbors is better than Marvin Harrison Jr. Jaden Daniels should be number 1 overall pick. That's lunacy. And so people that are saying these things is like, I don't think they're more qualified than someone like me to say these things. I just don't. Just because they are getting paid, because we see people go on TV every day, they getting paid thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars to do this shit and say the dumbest shit ever. So I mean, again, that's why it don't hold no weight to me. That's how I feel.
All right, we got to push on to the next pick. So at this point in time, we'll be here for a long time. We spent 2 minutes on a pick.
All right. Number 3, the Patriots select Drake May. I think that this was I'll give this an A.
Commanders draft Johnny Newton.
I'll give this an A. I think this is the second best quarterback in the draft. Uh, Obviously they don't think that Mac Jones is going to be the guy for the future. I think this is a great pick. Let's see.
I'm going A, I'm going A minus. And to be honest, it's nothing against Drake May. It's just the situation. They could have built up a better situation, I guess, for a new quarterback. The Patriots stink right now, especially for a new quarterback. O-lines, whatever. Running back room's questionable. Receiver room's questionable. I think they made the right pick, obviously. I like them going with a quarterback, especially with who is on the board next year. I think Drake May is a better prospect than anyone coming in next year. They didn't trade back, didn't take JJ. They stuck with their guy, and I think it's pretty solid.
It's A plus. They got the actual second best quarterback in the draft at number 3. Didn't have to trade up, and they're going to be able to probably sit him for a part of the year or for the entire season. They have a really good bridge quarterback, I believe, right now, in Jacoby Brissett on the roster. They obviously need to give him some weapons in the offensive line, but they have the rest of the draft to build that and next year. You got one of those ones next year, Luther Burden come in as a wide receiver. I don't know. They could possibly get him if the cards fall right. And that's always going to be wide receivers. Wide receivers is becoming one of the most replaceable positions in the NFL. They drafted Jalen Polk, and he do that's super fast, right? Am I tripping?
He's okay.
Yeah, I mean he's not a first round wide receiver or nothing like that, but again, he's talent. So they're going to be able to build offensive line and a wide receiver core, a weapons core in the future. Like you don't have to get it all right now. As long as they just don't throw him in the fire with nothing to play with, I think Drake May will be fine.
I give it a B plus. Has nothing to do with Drake May. This situation is just horrible. As I said, Jalen Polk is okay, but I'm not gonna give him an A plus based off hypotheticals that we just not gonna. We don't know. As of right now, that situation is trash. And if he was to play right now, or even half the year, it's not gonna look good. It's gonna make him look worse. The quarterback is right. The situation is bad. So you gotta ding him for that.
What was they supposed to do? Like with this pick, like are we grading like that? What was they supposed to do besides draft Drake May?
They could have if they would have did more things in free agency. This pick would have been a lot better. Like this would have been a lot better pick. Like if they would have put more resources around them, it could have been a lot better. And it's not like they don't have money or assets because they have both. They could have.
What if their plan is not to play him though?
What
if their plan is not to play him right away and just let him sit and develop behind Jacoby Brissett?
With what?
I mean, they're going to. You think they're going to just draft the quarterback and not surround anything with him? Like
I don't know.
They're going to build. They're going to build a roster.
I watched the Patriots. Literally draft a quarterback and not build anything around him on offense. I watched that happen.
That did happen.
Like I've seen that happen.
That was a different regime, basically.
Sure, it's still a family-run operation.
All right,
they pretty much move the same way.
Let's move on to.
Well, I don't know.
Let's move on to the fourth. Let's move on to the fourth pick. With the fourth pick, the Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison Jr. Again, I'm gonna give this an A. Simply, I'm just give it an A.
A plus. A plus.
Are we not giving them A plus? It's like, what are we doing right now? I'm not gonna.
I'm sorry. This is
Caleb Williams is gonna be Caleb Williams and I'm just foreshadowing. Caleb Williams and Rome are gonna be my only A pluses.
Like this is. I'm sorry. I think this is the easier pick than Caleb. Like I think this is the easiest pick of the draft in my opinion. Like Marv going as the first receiver. Like the way they actually had Malik Neighbors like in like the same whatever. Like I think Marv is the best, and you can call me a hater or whatever, but I think Marv's the best receiver in the draft by far. So, what were you gonna say?
Just not like one of those things that need like super like.
Yeah,
that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? We can move on to number 5.
All right.
Did you say Newton just went to the Commanders? You guys see that?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I wish just had pictures. Number 5, the Chargers select Joe Alt. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that they were gonna go with Alt. I thought, to be honest, I thought there was gonna be a trade. But I just think it was a little bit high. But I guess I see it. I'm gonna give this a C. I'm gonna give it a C.
What the
I'm gonna
fuck? Like,
give
Hey,
it a C.
yo,
hey,
Give it a C,
hey.
bro.
Again,
Just a C.
it's
you
like
should have
hard.
that. But I was great and harsh. Like, what are we doing?
I'm gonna give this a
It's
C.
Jaden. This is like a perfect scheme fit for Roman and Jim Harbaugh. I'm sorry, like
I don't
it's a
care.
flashy
How
piece
was
to go receiver.
how was this a C?
What do you mean? I expected the
Hey,
pick to be traded. I'm giving this a C.
That,
Didn't we
but
trade
you
this
bro,
in one of our mocks?
you can't grade the pick based on what if it was gonna get traded or not. You're
Why
grading
not?
the player. You're literally grading the player going to the team.
I mean, I see it, but I just I don't
He was
know.
the best. He was the best tackle in the class. This is an A plus. Well, not A plus. I'll give it an A. This is an A pick. John Harbaugh or Jim. My bad. Or is it John or Jim?
His Jim.
Right, Jim. Jim Harbaugh likes to build his teams through his offensive line. He did that at every single stop he's been to at Michigan through the 49ers. So this is a good pick. This is going to build culture, identity. It's going to be able to protect the quarterback, the franchise, Justin Herbert, from getting injured. And it is hindsight, but they did just get Lat McConkey. So, I mean, they took care of the wide receiver issue, basically. So, yeah, I'm giving this an A.
It's easily an A. Easily. Like that's bro, don't we got 1,000 subs, bro. Don't have us lose credibility you saying some nonsense like that, bro.
Nah, bro. I really believe that the pick should have been traded, bro. Real rap. All right,
For
number
what?
6. The Giants select Malik Neighbors. What do you mean? You don't think you get Joel a little bit later?
No.
No.
He wasn't lasting past
no,
7.
he's gone at 7. What are we talking about?
Yeah, he wouldn't have went. He would have went to Tennessee.
Every mock draft you could search up right now, every single one, every last one, I guarantee you, got Joe Alt going 7.
That's true. I'm still sticking C. The 6 picks, the Giants select Malik Neighbors.
It's a B.
I'm gonna give
It's
this
a B.
I'm gonna give this a B plus. B plus.
I agree with the B plus.
Yeah.
I'm giving it A minus. Obviously, I think I probably factor in the fact that they got Daniel Jones at quarterback, which I understand. But I think this was the most explosive wide receiver in the draft. I like Malik Neighbors' game. I think he was the second best receiver in the draft. And for what they could have done, like the options they had at this pick, I think they got it right. Like, so I'm gonna give Malik Neighbors A minus.
Devondre Sweat went to the Titans. I thought bro was gonna fall. That's crazy.
Oh, did you say yours, Q?
Yeah, this like a B plus at best. Like, good enough receiver. Daniel Jones is quarterback. That's like not really conducive to me. I don't think that's like a cool fit.
He can have a good season, especially if Malik Neighbors is who he's supposed to be, and then you got Brian Dable there, and he stays healthy. He probably can have a good season. But a good season for him is like 15-5, so he gonna get micromanaged. Nothing crazy.
Latif, what are you gonna say for the Titans? You gonna get us a A2, A
Hell
plus?
no. I think they reached. I think Talise and I think Olu is better than JC Latham, personally. So I'm gonna give this a C. I don't think it was the right pick, to be honest. But I think JC Latham is a good player, but I think this was a reach. I think it were 2 better tackles on the board than him. But again, it was a thing of need they needed. And again, I think some people can see that this was like close between JC to Talise, Olu. I think I watched JC at Alabama. He's a great player. Was one of the only solid parts of the O-line at times last season. So I'll give it a C. C minus for real.
C minus is crazy.
I give it a B. Yeah, Fuaga was a better tackle in college. Fuaga's going to be a guard in the league, most likely. He projected to be guard. Titans wanted a tackle. They couldn't get the left tackle. They definitely got a right tackle. JC Latham was the best right tackle. Olu is, he was a pick, but he's not I guess his knocks is, raw, not a good run blocker. Great pass blocker, though. Great pass blocker. But I guess they didn't want to reach for him. I mean, it's cool. They got what they wanted. I mean, got what they needed.
I think they're gonna be like dive into the passing game a lot more this season too. Considering that they got Calvin Ridley and they got D Hop still. Tony Pollard is a scat back, So
the thing is with the tackle prospects in this draft, a lot of them aren't tackles. Like, no disrespect to the Pacific Island people, but like Troy Fontenot, Talise Fuaga, even his name's like it start with an S, but they're all going to be guards. They're not going to be tackles. So nobody really drafts guard like interior very high. So going with the tackle.
Were you surprised by the pick?
Nah, I knew they was going JC once went number 5. Like we was talking about it, like we was in the Discord yesterday. I'm like, yeah, JC going 7 easily. Like
I was surprised by it.
Once you see go, you going with the best tackle available, not like the best tackle that's going to be turned into a guard, or like the project, like Olu would be the project, tackle. Mims would be the project tackle because even though people's like, oh, he didn't start no games, but Georgia runs like they sub in and out, so it's not like he didn't get reps, but he also didn't get a lot of full-time starting duty. They went with the person that was locked down at right tackle all his whole time there. So the more experienced and more better dude.
JC is a great player though.
I'm giving this pick a B. I'm kind of leaning towards B plus, to be honest. I do think Fuagua is better, and I think that's probably where they should have went. But I'm not mad at it. Not mad. What about you, Max?
JC at 7. I don't know. I mean, obviously they had their hopes up for Joe. I agree. I'd probably say B or B minus. But I mean, if that's their top tackle on the board, I guess good for them. I think Fuaga's still up there though. I don't know. I think JC just kept rising up the boards in everyone's mocks. It seemed like, in like the last 2 days, I feel like I saw JC go top 12 and a consistent amount of them.
Everybody had him going to 11 because everybody figured the Chargers would trade down and pick at 11.
All right. For pick 8, I'm gonna give this pick surprisingly an A. I'm just fine. I'm giving this pick a F. To be honest, I just don't understand it. And then if you take a quarterback, why Michael Penix? I just don't see it. I honestly, it just doesn't. It makes no sense to me. I don't want to even.
This is clearly a D and below. I don't think like.
I mean, yeah.
Look, you understand, and it's like you pay Kirk Cousins, no matter what. Kirk Cousins is there for 2 years. For 2 years, Kirk Cousins is there. It's not like Kirk Cousins is a huge injury risk. So everybody's like, oh, he's just coming off this and the third. He tore an Achilles. Medicine's different, and he's not a big mover. So it's not like he's going to be sitting there disrupting his, whatever, moving around and whatnot, trying to re-injure something. That's 1. 2, Michael Penix is about to be 24. At the end of the 2 years, he's going to be 26. And that's if, like, they don't bring, like, Kirk Cousins doesn't play that 3rd or 4th year. They give him an extension, whatnot. It's Kirk Cousins. He's going to play good enough that you might, keep him around. He's going to give you 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, about 10 picks. And, you're going to keep him around. Michael Penix not going to do better than that. By year 3, say Kirk Cousins move off and you really want to get Michael Penix on the field, he's going to be 27. By the time he's 27, everybody else is going to be like 24 on their first contract. You still have to pick his 5th-year option. You've never seen him play. And by that time, you already done paid Pitts, Bijan, Drake, probably another tackle. You're gonna end up having to pay the DT that you just drafted this year if he pans out. AJ Terrell, like you're gonna pay Michael Penix a lot of bread along with everybody else. You're gonna have an expensive team with an unknown commodity that you haven't seen. He's gonna be 28, and you're not gonna know nothing about it. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. People try to compare it to Jordan Love. Jordan Love was 21 years old. Jordan Love is only 24 right now. He's Michael Penix's age right now. He's way more, reps, way more upside. It's just timeline-wise, it doesn't make sense. Money-wise, it doesn't make sense. Just getting him to get it for the future doesn't make sense if your future is looking at a 20-year quarterback that you don't know about. So, yeah, I'm going to give it a D minus.
It was an F, but really, the grade don't really matter. It was one of the worst draft picks I've ever seen in my life. And I want to say it was one of the worst draft picks in NFL history. Like, we know this at the time of the draft. It's terrible. Not like you took a chance on a player like Zach Wilson, you took him second overall, but he didn't pan out. He's a bust. It just doesn't make sense at all. There's no way you can say it, no way you can paint it that it will make sense. It makes no sense at all. You just paid Kirk Cousins $100 million. He can almost make $180 million, and you have to keep him for 2 years. So again, like you said, he's going to be on the bench until he's like 26, 27, 28, and you don't know what he can
Let me
actually.
say something real quick. And Atlanta knew they had the 8th overall pick the whole time. If they wanted Penix, they should have never, ever even thought about Kirk Cousins. That's one.
Yes.
2. Damn, what was my other point? Damn, I think that's probably my only point. But yeah, they knew you had 8 the whole time. You shouldn't have even entertained Michael Penix. They also never brought in Michael Penix for a visit.
Yes.
They never interviewed him. They never talked to him about it. You watch Michael Penix, he didn't even know he was going to Atlanta.
I was so confused when they had the camera on him before. I was like, "Yo, what are we doing?"
You just alienated a quarterback that you given $100 million. That makes no sense. You didn't tell him that he was going to do the draft pick. So your first mistake was paying Kirk Cousins if you knew you wanted to draft a replacement. Then your second mistake was not telling him. So like, I don't understand what they're trying to do. I guess they're trying to avoid having a Desmond Ridder situation again, where they just have terrible quarterback play. But Michael Penix isn't some perfect prospect at all. Like, first of all, he's immobile, and his pocket pressure is not great at all. He had a great offensive line, which helped him. We don't know what the offensive line in Atlanta will look like years down the path. And then he has so many injury concerns. So it's not like you drafted Caleb Williams, a Drake May, a Jaden Downs. You didn't draft none of that. You drafted a 24-year-old injury-prone quarterback. That just made no sense. It was one of the worst picks in NFL history. I think. I don't think that's hyperbole. I think it actually is like one of the worst ones. F for sure.
Yeah.
Max, did you go?
No, but I mean, there's nothing left to say. I agree on every level. Like, maybe Michael Penix turns out to be a great quarterback. Maybe he does. But why you took him here now makes no sense. The only thing I will say is I thought I saw a tweet or I heard something about the Falcons saying that they took a quarterback here because they won't be able to select a quarterback this high in the next couple of years. I don't know if you guys saw that too. Because whatever, Kirk's gonna put them in a position to win. Or
yeah, you're never gonna have a top 10 pick again because he's gonna win you enough games. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like, I saw that tweet or something about that, and like, again, cool, but you could have at least traded down to 10.
Cooper DeJean, Philly.
They got both.
Nah, how is he cooking?
That's crazy.
They traded up. They traded up with the Commanders. With the Commanders.
Right, come on, y'all.
Max, that thought process works if you draft JJ McCarthy though, not Michael Penix.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? What do you mean?
Because you can
let's move on. Let's move on.
JJ
it's on 40.
JJ is younger.
I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, if they think
with the 9th pick, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze. I'm giving this A+. Max.
I'll give it a B+. Like, realistically, we need to edge, but I love the pick. So like, my favoritism is an A+, but realistically, we did need edge, but it's fine. I'm fine with it.
Tro A+.
I give it an A. It's a cool A. Like I said, they could have went any other way. Either way they picked at no matter what they did at 9 was going to be a smart move. So I'm gonna give it an A. They just have to get a asset.
And Keenan Allen gonna be a free agent, I believe, next year. So you probably, wrong, it's crazy. You really don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You can either give him a little bit amount of money or just don't re-sign him at all, type shit.
All right. With the 10th pick, the Vikings select JJ McCarthy. I'm gonna give this an A. Just what they needed. They needed a quarterback.
C.
No, bro. What do you mean C?
I don't like him as a prospect.
I'm gonna give it a B because they didn't have to really move up too crazy to get him. He fell to them and they got him at a 10. Only move up one spot. I don't know what draft capital they gave up, but just off that. And then
they gave up for all their picks. I know they gave up like 2/3, a 4th, a 5th. Like, they gave up a couple like late round picks.
Yeah, I think it was a BP plus. It was a good.
Yeah, they gave some forces.
I'm giving it an A. All right. I think everybody's.
Damn, I didn't get my pick. Meaning.
It's gonna be a long episode, bro. It's gonna be that. It's 30 picks, bro.
You don't have to give like a whole bunch of analysis for the later picks about. With the Jets, at 11, they select Olu Fasanu. I'm gonna give this a A as well. Protecting old man Rogers. Latif, I know Rogers is like one of your favorites, so
It was what they did, so I'll give it
It's A for me too. Olu was like called a generational prospect at the start of this draft process. I
Yeah,
remember
he was the
Olu
best
was
tackle
considered the
going into
same prospect.
the.
Joel obviously did his thing, but for him to be the third O tackle off the board, and for their biggest need to be O line, I think that's huge. So I'll give him an A.
Yeah,
all right. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna give this a crazy grade because I see it. Like I see the thought process. With 12 pick, the Broncos select Bo Nix. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B.
see,
I'm gonna give it a B.
A. I think personally that the Broncos probably should win best player available. I know they had Zach Wilson basically as a starting quarterback, but I don't think Bo Nix is good like at all. He was like a 5th-year senior. He's been in the college for a long time, and I don't think much of his arm talent or his athleticism. Like a lot of his stuff was manufactured plays with dump off and stuff like that. He had a great running game, great O line.
I think you get a
But
good game manager.
like he can be good because of Sean Payton. Like as a game manager,
Zach Wilson is not gonna do that.
I understand that he's gonna be just fine, but I
all
feel like
right,
he's the
all
best
right,
player.
all right. Pick 13. Pick 13.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What is your grade, Q?
Pick 13. Let's move on. You want to move on? Let's not give a bunch of analysis.
You didn't even give your grade.
It's cool. We all on the same page. I said it's a C.
Max, did you give your grade?
You're not here,
All
I
right.
don't think.
13, Brock Bowers. Honestly, I don't know. Actually, this kind of works out. I'm gonna give it a B.
Sorry.
What is your grade for Bo Nix?
I still think it's a D plus. It's a position in need. Like you needed to take him because I think the Raiders are going to. I don't know. I saw a Broncos fan talk about it. Like, do you guys honestly think Bo Nix a better prospect than people next year?
No.
So you're putting this weird like limbo of you give Bo Nix a year, but you also have Zach Wilson, but you don't draft a quarterback next year because you draft. You know what I mean? So you're in a really weird limbo that like similar confusing situation to Atlanta. Like I just don't know what's happening. So, and I'll go to the Raiders next. I think is this the first team ever to select back-to-back tight ends with their first overall pick?
Michael Mayer won in the second.
Really, he wasn't the first. I thought
Yeah,
he
he
was
won
the
in the
first.
second.
Who'd they go with the first then? Anyways, doesn't matter.
Tyree Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kool-Aid is
anyway,
one of Saints.
going
That's
to who?
nice.
Saints. Okay. I don't know. This was like obviously you get Brock Bowers. You just don't have a quarterback. Like Gardner's cool for a year, but it's like you're getting all these weapons with no quarterback. Like I don't know. I would say a B minus just overall based on the talent, like a B minus, just because Brock Bowers could be that good. But like I just don't think it's a position in need. You have a flashy receiver in Devontae Adams. You have a solid tight end in Michael May. Like I just didn't see it. But
this is like one of the trickier ones in the draft because you have to like balance like, okay, this is the best prospect available. This is the best player you could select at 13. But again, you do not need this though. I feel like Michael Mayer is a good tight end. He has potential still to be a good tight end, but obviously Brock Bowers can go in the slot and he can, basically play receiver. So there's that. But again, Gardner missed you. And then you really needed like a cornerback. Like I thought they were going to draft Terrion Arnold, Quinion Mitchell right here. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a C. I think he was best player available, but again, you didn't need him. So I'm just gonna balance it out like that in the middle. So see it. It's cool.
All right. For the Saints at number 14, they select Talisi Fuagua. I'm gonna give this an A. Somebody who I thought would have went higher, and you get him at number 14. That's insane. So I'm gonna give it an A.
A minus B plus position in need, and I think I got good value.
I'm gonna go A too.
I'm gonna give it a B plus. Like, yeah, he's a tackle, but 9 out of 10, he's gonna be best at guard. They need O-line, but they really need the 2 tackle positions. But
Do you think they can move other? Do you think they can move other players on their roster around or no?
Sure, they can. I'm not familiar with the rest of like the interior, like the rest of the guys, but like as it stands, like the starting five, I don't know who they can stretch out to play tackle.
Okay.
If they want to just rock with him at tackle, they could do that.
At 15, the Colts select Latu. I'm gonna give this a B plus. B plus.
I'm gonna get
Like
it to A.
Latu.
Mm-hmm.
They got the best technically sound pass rusher in the draft. His injury concerns, I mean, are a thing, but he's been medically cleared. Like if he wasn't medically cleared, he wouldn't be playing. He literally was retired. Uh, all the upside, great in the run game, great in the pass rush department, strong swim. He has the ability to drop back sometime in like low coverages and whatnot. He's like the best all around pass rusher in the draft. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a B plus.
This was like the first.
No, I'm about to say I thought they
This-
should have went corner, but I'm cool.
I'm gonna give it a A2. I think again, he was my second ranked edge. I like Dallas a little bit more just for the upside athleticism. I think he has over Latu, but it was basically a position to need. So they just need to go anything defense, to be honest, unless Brock Bowers fail. So good pick. I'm gonna give it an A.
I agree. I just think the injury concerns are still scary. Like medically retiring from football a couple years ago to now being a first round pick, obviously is great, but still a little scary. But I think upside wise, not many players are better.
I think he'll be fine. I'm not gonna lie. For some,
Your man's last year went to the Texans.
I know. I just saw that. That's lit.
All right, number 16, Byron Murphy. Latif, didn't you mock this or am I tweaking?
No, I don't, that was a Byron Murphy. No, nobody. Do we have Verse going to Seattle?
Yes, we had Verse going to Seattle and both
Last
mocks.
mock. Yeah, I think so. I mean,
I had him and you had him, I think.
anybody on the D line would have been fine for them. I think Byron Murphy's a great player.
I agree.
So I'm gonna
A
give
minus.
this an A.
Yeah, I think it's like you help out Leonard Williams. Like I think it's easy position. Front seven was huge for them. So
I think it's an A, potentially an A plus for the simple fact he's almost regarded as one of the best defender in the draft. Most people had this as a top 15 prospect. People, they Seahawks needed help on the D line, but they needed more help up the middle, not on the edge. Everybody thought they needed help on the edge. They don't. That's like common misconception. They really needed help up front, run game, pass rush from up the middle. He does both. He may be a little bit undersized, but he has the Aaron Donald mold / Ed Oliver. Those are, good DTs to be compared to. He should fit right in with Mike
are you calling
McDonald.
Byron Murphy Aaron Donald? That's
No, what I'm saying is that's the size.
I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Yeah, with Mike McDonald, especially in hindsight, this should be fine. They should be good.
All right. Yeah, I'll give it like a B plus A. The Viking. Oh, I didn't even know this was a trade.
Yeah, they traded up from 23 to 17. They gave up a decent amount too to go up there.
Another
they are trying so hard to be the Texans. It's scary. They are trying so hard to be the Texans.
So what's your grade?
I like this move. I like it. I think Dallas Turner is very good. And I think like you got to take a stab at it, especially losing Daniil Hunter. Having Brian Flores kind of command that defense. They have some piece they picked up, obviously. But that edge is still a hole for them. They picked up some linebackers, I think.
edge not a hole no more.
Huh?
Edge is not a hole anymore. They have two edges.
I'm saying now they got Dallas Turner. Yeah, I think it's like solves it up. So I do think I don't know. It's a lot. I think they give up, but I'm gonna give it an A. I like it a lot. Being a Bears fan, I don't love having to play him twice a year now.
No, that's a great pick. Dallas Turner, again, my edge one, my boy from Alabama. He's gonna be a demon in Brian Flores' scheme. So I think it was a great pick. I'm gonna give it A. You graded the pick, you?
This is A. They got a top 3 defensive prospect in the draft at 17, which he should have gone 8. No lower than 12, no lower than 9 for real. In this scheme, it's 2 pass rushers. You got Brian Flores. They're gonna blitz all day. He's gonna have multiple chances to get after the quarterback. He's of that mold. Has the physical profile, athleticism. He's everything you need.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a B plus A. All right. With the next pick, we just did Dallas Turner. The Bengals select Amarius Mims at 18. I'm gonna give this A. Just that's what they needed.
Um, my understanding of Amarius Mims is like he's a raw like a project type of tackle, right? I don't know, because I feel like at this point you could have just went somebody that was like ready now. You kind of need somebody that's ready now.
Who else would you have picked?
Who did wasn't
Defender, any
yeah
type
they
of
could have went
any type of
yeah
defensive lineman. They have one that's requested a trade and say he might retire.
yes
They have one that they're about to lose. They lost one to the Lions.
yep.
Miles Murphy wasn't good. Uh, they still have Orlando Brown. They signed Trent Brown. I understand Orlando Brown's not great, and Trent Brown does be getting hurt, but they're solid right now. You
I wouldn't.
definitely need the defense.
They could have went. They should have went defense, but I don't even mind it. It's just Amarius Mims. Like he has hella
Also,
potential, but
that fact too, like the point
yeah,
that you said, like he's a project. If they really wanted to, and he plays tackle, the two tackle spots, like I said, they got two tackles that should be starting and playing at least 15 games for you. So he shouldn't even touch the field. It's not like you could really move him inside the guard. If they needed an interior guy, they could have went Troy or another dude. But for upside, I guess for the next couple years, like in like 2 years from now, he should be ready to go.
was Tyler Guyton was on the board. I think
Yeah,
Barden was on the board. Like it was some other tackles they could have went that was pretty good too. If you're gonna go tackle, I just don't you can go for a project. What we need to protect Joe Burrow right now. But yeah, we go ahead.
All right. At 19, the Rams get Jared Verse. Latif, since you talked about him already, I think you're gonna give him a high ass grade too.
You said Rams. Oh yeah, they needed a D line help. Obviously, I think Johnny Newton was who we mocked here to just be like the Aaron Donald replacement. But Jared Verse is one of the best pass rushers in his class. He's super physical, super explosive. He can really get to the passer. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't his knock like he doesn't have a lot of moves? Like he didn't have like a lot of
First, he's his knock
yeah.
is that he's a power rusher only, and that he doesn't have a lot
Yeah.
of swim moves
He's
and
not
like
he's not
yeah.
technically it's not there. Like that's
It's
what I
something
saw,
about.
but
Go ahead.
yeah.
Finish yours.
No, and I think the Rams defense, they weren't great last year, but they played a lot better than what they have as far as personnel. I was allowed had to do with having Aaron Donald there because he's gonna floor raise your defense. But I think
Yeah,
they were coached well too. And so but
their defensive line is actually good now because they did just pick up Braden Fisk from FSU in the second round. So they have Jared Verse, they have Braden Fisk, they have Kobe Turner, and they have Byron Young. So Jared Verse being not a great technical pass rusher, not really going to hurt them too bad because everybody on the D line could go get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a A. I'm gonna give this a A.
I agree.
All right. Steelers get Troy. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her name. Fontenot. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a B plus. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching tape on him. That nigga's crazy. Oh, my bad. Excuse the French, but hey, he's crazy. I like that pick. I'm giving it a B plus.
I'm giving it
This
A.
would be,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
B plus.
I mean, so like we've seen this a lot in this segment where like this is what they needed. Like I think it's a lot of value in getting exactly what you need, and then also getting a good player. I think he could have went higher, than the way he went, and so definitely great value for Troy Fontenot at this pick. Max,
Waiting on me. I don't know. I'll probably give it a B plus. I feel like a lot of these, like you have some crazy ones. Like the next one, I don't know if I agree with, but I think for the most part, like I think a lot of these are just kind of like, especially the O-line ones, like they just fit the position in need. They went with their guy, and that's about it. Even Amarius Mims, like you can't hate on it too much because he's got such like high upside. You know what I mean? So they might not have the technical skill, but if they pan out, like that's why you pick them that high. So I don't know. I think the O-line ones are pretty safe picks.
Bro, it's crazy to think like these people are like our age, bro. Like just It's weird as
Well,
hell.
and they're like 6'8", 350 pounds.
Yeah, that's
Like it's
that's
crazy.
To be fair, he's Hawaiian, or like what it like Pacific Island. You know, they just naturally bigger.
yeah, yeah, that's true.
Jackson Powell Johnson went to the Raiders, by the way, Max.
Okay, no Bears, no Bears. I mean, good pick for them though. They need O-line help, ish.
Dolphins select Chop Robinson. I'm not gonna lie, I love this pick. I love this pick. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this. What do you mean? Why are you looking at that?
I
Why are
don't
you
love
looking-
this
because
pick.
they
It's
did.
not a
First of all,
good pick.
they should have went O-line, and
O-line,
then if you
O-line,
go
O-line,
if you go,
O-line.
damn,
I'm not
Max,
mad at
if
it.
you go a defender, it's better defenders on the board.
I like Chop. I like Chop. I was doing I was watching him in Troy earlier today, so I really like this pick. I'm gonna give it like a B plus.
No,
This
it was a D. People like Miami Dolphins fans were like literally rioting when this happened.
yeah, this like no, this is no higher than a C plus, and that's only because of Chop upside. Chop can't consistently get to the quarterback. He can't consistently bend the edge. He doesn't stop the run. He's just athletic freak. He doesn't really do anything on tape. If he was actually watching tape, to be honest, they should have went O line, and if they were gonna go a defensive lineman, they should have went Johnny Newton, who was on the board the whole time. So I'm kind of like confused, but hey, they want to
He's
do what they
crazy,
want to
bro.
do.
Like the stuff
They
that I
ain't
see,
need no
bro.
edge rusher. They have 2 edge rushers. I know they coming off injury. They really got 3 or 4 of them. They're just waiting for them to get back.
I think
They're
Dolphins
not gonna
fans
be.
wanted receiver over edge. Like they want a wide receiver 3. I've seen a couple things about that, but like I don't know. I don't think edge was the number one.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm trying to find a play that I saw earlier. We can move on. At 22, you said his name is Kenyon, right?
Quinyon.
Anya Mitchell.
Quinyon.
Yeah, that's
Oh, he had 4 sacks last year.
bro. Do you see what he does? Like how he moves, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he's super fast, super athletic. He
That
didn't
means
get it.
nothing if you can't produce. He
His
literally
production
does
was
not
not.
get no production.
He had 2 sacks, 5 sacks, 4 sacks, and he had 19 tackles, 26 tackles, 15 tackles. He had 20 tackles for loss his entire career.
I'm gonna give you a little thing. Usually, like when the player doesn't produce in college, they're not gonna produce in the NFL. You ain't never seen a pass rusher that didn't produce in college that produces in the NFL. Like 9 times out of 10. So
And he
I
played on
don't.
a good defense. He played on a good defense too.
So I mean, take that for what you will.
Not a
Don't believe
good,
me.
not a good defense. An elite defense.
Yeah, I
believe
mean, I
top
was
5 in
just
the country, top 3 in the country.
they were great. Yeah, I was just being, you know what I'm saying.
It was them in Michigan, like 1-2.
I'm giving this pick from the Eagles. I'm giving this a B plus.
I'm gonna give it an A.
I agree with an A.
I'm gonna give it an A. I don't think he's cornerback 1. I think Terrion Arnold is cornerback 1.
But they got 2
But-
chances now. They got Cooper and Quinyon. So they got 2 chances
Yeah.
to hit.
But since they did technically still get a top corner in the draft, something that they definitely needed, it's an A. And in hindsight, it's definitely an A because they got 2 of them. So the pressure is definitely off him to try and save the defense when you got him and another dude.
Oh, I'm giving it a B. I think Terrion better, but it's what they needed. And it depends because I want to see him out. Like if they go into like a Superman coverage scheme, which they weren't in a lot last year, which is why I think they were complaining about that. Right? They wanted to play more man last year. They were playing a lot of zone, and they were mad at Matt Patricia for playing a lot of zone. So I want to see what they're going to do and how he's going to perform if they go more man. But they obviously have a lot of positional versatility now with Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean, my bad.
Yeah, sometimes D coordinators don't run man if they don't have the personnel to run man. So like I don't excuse Matt Patricia for them being like, I'm not gonna say it's like it wasn't his fault they were a bad defense and they was running a zone, but he has been around the league a long time to know like his personnel enough to know if you can run man or not. And I just don't think he probably just didn't think they can run man. I don't think they can run man like with the team that they had before. Like I think they'd get cooked, and they have.
Yeah, true.
So, but like you said, If they go, man, you want to see it based off the tape and whatnot. He projects to be a good corner, but yeah, we can move on.
All right. The Jaguars selected Brian Thomas. I'm probably gonna give this one like a C. I just don't get a receiver right here. I don't get it. And I
Who?
think Brian
Jaguars?
Thomas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It needed it.
And isn't I don't think they need it. They have they're
I,
I wouldn't say they're
I, I, would-
stacked.
I would say I'm with
They're
it.
not stacks.
they're
They're
not
nowhere
stacked
near
up.
close.
Like, a little bit.
That's what I'm
Not
saying.
even
I
close.
wouldn't say they're stacked, but I think they have other like needs. Like you could
Which
look
is
at
what?
the
Could
defense.
have went corner. They could have went
I
corner.
think-
It's just fine.
Seeing Terrion Arnold as the next pick, I think, is the reason that this pick I think is like a C plus. Like it's cool to get a receiver, but I think you should have gone DB with how bad their pass defense was. You had your pick of anyone besides Quinyon Mitchell, unless he was unless he was CB1 on your board. Their pass defense was bad last year, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
most people are always going to be in the business of supporting their quarterback. Like I think 90% of
but-
teams should be in the business of supporting their quarterback. So I'm not. They got a very good wide receiver like prospect out of the draft. They
But
needed a wide
sometimes,
receiver prospect.
sometimes supporting your quarterback though is not letting points on the board, and when they got burned like they did, like that's not great.
Yeah, but also supporting the quarterback is getting somebody that's not going to drop easy touchdowns or easy first downs.
Any
So-
specific names you want to call out?
Calvin Ridley.
That was- that was
I
covered
thought you were
last
gonna say Gabe Davis. They're saying Gabe
Oh,
Davis.
Gabe Davis going to be one of those dudes too. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, we talking about they have one proven wide receiver on their roster, and
Oh,
that was their issue.
By the way, if anyone's watching the Bucks game, Chris Middleton just hit a game-tying 3-point shot with a second left.
I told you
No, I'm
he
watching
was
it right
gonna-
now.
He's gonna save the day.
Yeah,
Oh.
Game May just hit a 3-pointer to tie the game. 111, 111.
I'm literally watching it right now. I've been watching this whole time. That's why I kept looking like this to see the score. But anyways, I'm gonna give it a B minus.
He can turn it to KD any moment. What?
Relax.
Anyways,
What we
let's move past that. Let's move
Relax.
past that. Let's move. KD even getting talk about crazy today. He even getting talk about crazy today. Let's move on past that. Brian Thomas Jr. I'm gonna give it a B minus though. I think they need a receiver for sure. They obviously needed corner too, but I can't be mad on it. If they would have went Terry Arnold, I probably would have said A though, to be honest. But we can move on.
What the hell?
Let me take over for 24. 24, Detroit gets Terry Arnold. They trade up to take their CB of the future. I think it's an A plus.
It is
They
A
did it for the
plus.
city.
It is.
You get the number one CB, number one defensive back on a lot of people's draft boards. It's basically, I mean, it's their biggest position in need. Obviously, they got burned by it last year, so huge position in need. And I think the fact you trade up, you show you're aggressive. The draft's in Detroit, like all that plays into effect, and I think it just looks so much better.
Hey, bro,
It's
buddy
A
got
plus.
to talk to his people. He
What's up?
turned around and talked to his folks. You're
I'm saying there were so many Detroit fans there too, and like everybody, like that's got to be a moment he's always gonna remember. Whole
A
crowd.
plus. A plus. A plus.
I'm giving that
Great
an
pick. Down, boys. We here.
uh,
A. You're weird. You're so-
Max.
Yeah, hold on. How does it feel though that Calipari and Nick Saban both left in the same year?
I'm
You
sticking
don't
with
talk
Alabama.
anymore.
I'm sticking with Alabama. I'm with Arkansas now. We here.
Yeah, we going to Arkansas.
Anyway.
yeah.
Q,
Brian
what were you
Burns-
saying?
Wait. So
You know
I
what
thought
I'm
your sister went to Alabama. So that should be your sole reason on because that was why you became.
What
a
does it?
fan.
What does it? What does it have to do with? I'm saying Kentucky, bro. We're not talking about Alabama. What does it have to do with anything?
Okay, so
She didn't go to Kentucky. She went to Alabama. I just Arkansas for basketball,
What were you
bro.
gonna say?
See,
Oh,
you lost the plot.
I was so confused.
Q, what were you gonna say?
Panthers traded up to get Jonathan Brooks in a second.
All right. Jordan Morgan
I gotta tune
to
in.
Packers. I'm not mad at it.
First running back off the board is crazy.
I'm
I
not mad at
really
it.
wasn't. This pick was like, I mean, like,
Who they have?
yeah.
They got Chuba and they got Miles Sanders still, right?
Yeah, you talking about the Packers?
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not in the business of. I'm gonna give it a solid B. I'm not
Packers
in the
fans are
business-
I was gonna
hating.
say
Packers
minus. That
fans
was-
are hating.
Look. I'm not ever gonna doubt the Green Bay Packers for anything that they do in the draft, especially in the top 3 picks. I mean, top 3 rounds. They're great at developing O linemen. Jordan Morgan's a good enough tackle / guard. They're going to make him even better. They were starting a 7th-round rookie at right tackle and had a great O-line last year. They're going to add in a first-round talent. They should be much better. People think they should have won Graham Barton. I'm one of those people. But again, like I said, I think they're comfortable with who they are. They know what they're doing. They haven't really showed you that they can fail at developing these talents. Like any people thought they were crazy for taking Jordan Love. People thought they were crazy for not taking wide receivers in the first. Everything they do really turns out. So I'm gonna give them the little boost. Make this a B plus at best, more like a B though.
I'm giving this a B minus. I think I said that already. I'm not mad at it.
Let's see. Plus, they do have a good. I mean, they have good development over there, so it's gonna rock.
Max.
Like I said, these O-line picks, like I'm not saying a lot of them are like interchangeable, but especially with a team like the Packers who can develop an O-line guy, like I don't think you can really call it a terrible pick. So I'll go with like a B minus. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, with Buccaneers get Graham Barton, I'm gonna give this a B.
B.
That was a go ahead.
I'll get us a B plus. They got the most versatile lineman in the draft. He could literally play all 5. I don't think it was their biggest need, but it was a need. They lost, like low lineman of free agency, retirement, whatnot. They could literally plug him at any spot that they want him to be at. So he could either be on the other side of Tristan Wirfs. He could be right next to Tristan Wirfs. He could be right up the middle. Whoever they want, they have him right there. So I think this was a good pick for him.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I was gonna say A minus. It was something they need. It was something that can help their team. I don't know. I'm not too keen like how he is as a run blocker, but they need better ones because their running game is trash. So yeah, I'm not gonna mad at it.
Cardinals select Darius Robinson. I'm gonna give this a B.
It was. I'm gonna go C minus. I think they should have went Johnny Newton. They took the. I think they just took the wrong lineman for it, to be honest. It would have been great value if they got Johnny Newton right there.
I agree. I think that there could have been a better front 7 player to go grab. So I don't know.
Maybe have been more than one. Might have been more than one, to be honest.
Who else did you take?
They took. Can you scroll down for me? I mean Johnny Newton. Like if Chop would have went here, I think that'd have been more reasonable. I think seen people was having him going like late first. Some people did. I think that'd be more reasonable than where he went. And I think there's a few other guys. Let me look on this draft board. Well, y'all go ahead though.
Yeah.
When I find it, I'll say it.
Chris Jenkins just got drafted to the Bengals, so they picked up DT.
The Chiefs.
Darius Robinson, I'm not too mad. Like I said, they still got a very good pass rusher. They need a pass rush. Like I said, Johnny Newton should have been like obviously he's the pick, especially right here, right now. Like that'd be great value. He ain't full. He probably like it's probably like where a lot of mocks had him. I just don't think he was the pick right here. But I can't. Like they had multiple picks. They had multiple chances for it to hit. Let's just see how it plays. I'd probably give it a B minus.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it. I guess B minus, C plus.
All right. The Chiefs select Xavier Worthy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm giving this like a B plus. I might give it an A. I'm not gonna lie. Like this type of speed with Patrick Mahomes, like it's getting dark, bro. And then just like the whole thing that they have going on right now, the receivers. I'm giving this like a B plus, leaning towards A.
I'm cool with a solid B plus too. You can hate on the prospect, but I agree with what Q said. I think Mahomes, like it's the same thing with if you don't like Keon, he's got Josh Allen. Like you got Patrick Mahomes, he'll get him the ball. He's got to have the hands to get the ball. Scheme wise, Andy Reid put him in something that he can work with. So I think it'll be a B. Speed wise alone, damn near.
I'm gonna give it a C plus. This was a reach. He shouldn't have went here. I would rather Lab McConkey went here. I guess it's like an injury concerns with him, but for what they needed, they already had Hollywood Brown on the roster. They didn't really need much more speed. He did have drop issues, but like I think his hand was broken for a lot of that time. But he did have drop issues last year. So it's like a healthy medium. He had drop issues, but his hand was broken. They didn't need speed. They have Hollywood Brown. That's what they just paid. So I guess, but
Having a lot of speed doesn't hurt you though. That's not
I don't think this Patrick Mahomes is going to work type of thing is not true at all. We just saw Kadarius Toney be trash. We just saw Sky Moore not live up to the hype. That is not true.
got a
We gotta
question.
stop saying that.
I got a question. Give me the 5 fastest receivers in the league. No, matter of fact, I was about to say, not name Tyreek and Waddle. Give me the 5 fastest wide receivers in the league.
McCole.
It's
not
McCole Marquise.
It's gonna be a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of people that's not good. That's his point. That's his point. When they gotta go
exactly. Speed does not make this a good pick. All the fastest wide receivers in the league.
McCole Hardman caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, so he's got to be pretty solid, actually.
Yeah, I mean he was trash on the Jets.
Harmon is not McCole Hardman's not good, y'all. Come on,
he's not good. I don't know why you even tried to.
He was trash.
That's like
an X factor, bro. Like you can plug and play.
Damian Williams scored 2 touchdowns in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. So should have won MVP.
Yeah,
his ball tracking.
People gonna catch touchdowns.
Are you talking about McCole? You talking about McCole?
Yeah, McCole's not a great wide receiver.
John Ross. JD just texted
John Ross isn't even in the league, is he?
That's what he's saying. Like speed's not the only thing that matters.
That should not be the. Oh yeah, that speed. No, that's not how it works.
Is fair.
Like that's just not how it works. You're talking about like hands ain't all that.
What, Latif?
Out running ain't super crisp. He's super fast, but that's all cool. If you can't beat the press, you're not. What's the speed gonna do for you if you stuck at the line? We're talking about he's 160 pounds. Somebody's gonna abuse him. If he lines up next to Jalen Ramsey's gonna abuse him. That's all that speed is cool. If you can't use it, it's a waste of time. But they reach for him, but again, it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. He probably get lit on some sweeps and whatnot. Hopefully, he can find a way to do what he got to do.
They're gonna because he's not good against press coverage. They're gonna move him around the line a lot. You probably try to use him in the slot a little bit. Other places they're gonna move around the line, so that might not be a concern. But again, his ball tracking ability is better than like McCole Hardman, so they shouldn't be having like people that just can't track the ball. That was a big problem last year. If his hands are steady, he should be good. I was doing that because Chris Middleton just missed a dunk, but he got fouled. Holly is sticking it up. Oh my God. Like he's sticking it up.
Bro, MVS was dropping passes all year, bro.
His ball tracking ability is trash.
Yeah.
Hey, in all fairness, Jaden, Damian Lillard is shooting 6 for 20 and 4 for 12 from 3.
It's gonna be a damn series. It's gonna be a damn series.
He's hurt.
Oh, here come the excuses.
He's hurt.
Bobby Portis has 17 and 18. That's crazy.
So we're gonna on a big cuz we're getting him soon. To be honest, it's in the talks, bro. It's in the talks. The 29th pick, the Cowboys select Tyler Guyton. I'm gonna give
it A+. I mocked this, I think twice or once. I don't know. The most recent one I know I did, but I think it's an A-. They can mold him. They can build. They are so good at developing O linemen, so I think it'll be fine.
I'll give it a B+.
It was cool. Let's keep this ball rolling. I want to talk about the Ravens. Let's do it.
Go start it. 30th pick.
Oh yeah. Q. All right, let Q go. This is team. Go ahead.
This I'm gonna give it a solid for where they got him at. For where they got Nate at, I'm gonna give it a solid A-. The issues with him, literally, him weighing in about 170. That's all cool. He's still one of the past 2 years, like 2 years, he's been one of the best corners in college football. He's going to the Ravens. That automatically gives you a boost with that, training regimen, that system, that culture. He's going to be able to produce. He's going to be asked to see wide receiver 2s and 3s because, Marlon Humphrey going to take on the best assignments. I fully trust the Ravens organization. I trust Nate. He's not Terrion, but he's better than Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? People don't have him better than Quinyon Mitchell, but he's seen better competition than Quinyon Mitchell. So I think we got a healthy medium of a good prospect. He's going to come in and work. On the phone, he was very excited. He was swearing to God and everything. Yeah. Let's hold him to it. You know what I'm saying? We good. I ain't want him to go receiver right here. In the corner. Let's get it going.
I'm gonna go A-. It was good. I'm gonna go A- just because they got great value for him. This is a great pick to get one of the best cornerbacks in the entire draft. So I'm gonna go A minus. And he's super fast, super quick. Add to the speed of that New Orleans defense. Because I'm not New Orleans, my bad, Ravens defense. Because Marlon Humphrey's like the physical. He's a great tackler, good in coverage, and then Kyle Hamilton is a versatile, not the fastest prospect. That's what his knock was. But you got someone that's super fast, lengthy. Yeah.
Oh.
That's a big shot from Mason. That's a big
shot. I'll go B plus. I think it's a fine pick, and you can't fault them for not taking O-line when there's no one there. I just think maybe they rather would have O-line and depth at the position. So, but you can't. I mean, there's no one on the board to take. So B plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it B plus. The Niners get Ricky Purcell. I'm gonna get
What Q? What you got to say, man?
This shit's stupid. Go ahead, finish, Jaden.
What did I say?
Nah, I'm just saying finish your whole shit.
I think he's saying the pick. 31.
Yeah, this was stupid. Like this was stupid.
Nah, I'm gonna give this like a C plus B.
Listen,
I think it's in direction. I think they're gonna try to trade Debo now and just have him in like a Debo type of role because that's kind of how he was used a little bit in college. But I think Lad McConkey would have been a better pick here. I think he's a better wide receiver prospect. So
only thing I have to say is I feel like Lad would have been. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie.
Better.
I'm just very unfamiliar with Ricky as a whole. So maybe that's my fault for disrespecting him, but I think Lad would have been a similar player and a better prospect. But I guess San Fran loves him.
For the system that San Fran runs, Lad is the pick, not Pearsall. Pearsall should have been a first rounder. And I understand people gonna say it's Kyle Shanahan and yada yada yada. Kyle Shanahan does not have a great history of drafting players in the top rounds. He usually
Chris, is everyone like watching this Chris Middleton shit? I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. He can turn into KD at any moment, bro. I don't care.
All right. Please stop.
Bro wanted to rush through our video, but he said here not even locked in.
What did I say? What did I say?
You lock in so we can finish this, bro.
You said it's a Dame series.
No, I'm talking about in the Discord.
Because we're taking like 41, bro. But let's go.
All right. With the 32nd pick, the Panthers get Xavier Legette. I'm not mad at this pick either. I'm giving it like a B.
Q, don't you love him?
I like Legette.
I thought we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and I thought you were high on him.
I am. Like I think maybe first round for the Bills was too rich at 28. Maybe they hoped he'd last. Didn't happen. I think he's of an AJ Brown mold. I am not saying he's gonna be AJ Brown. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want that to be
AJ Brown.
Like that's literally like that's his profile. Big physical receiver, deep ball, goes up and get it. That's just a profile. And with Josh Allen, I completely see that happen. Like if he was with him, I feel like that'd be a ceiling he could get there. They needed to get Bryce Young, some weapons. They got him already. They already got him Deontay Johnson. Pick another wide receiver to put on the other side of him. Two different style receivers, two people to throw to. They just drafted Jonathan Brooks, so they got a running back. They're trying to really like fix this thing up. They paid money on the O-line. This is like literally what they needed. I don't think they needed to address defense just yet. Everything had to be offense. That's what they've done so far in the draft. It's a start to fix a horrible situation. So I'm gonna give it a solid C plus, B minus.
I feel like I'm gonna get a comment of like, who cares? But like, did they not just take Jonathan Mingo like as an early second rounder last year, and he's basically wide receiver 4?
Yeah. That utterly failed.
Like you got Thielen, Deontay, and him, and like Jonathan Mingo is just gone.
I think wasn't he compared to DK Metcalf too though? Jonathan
Mingo. Yeah. Jonathan Mingo was high. Like people liked him.
What they wanted Mingo to do, Adam Thielen was doing for them already. So since Adam Thielen was already doing it, they were featuring Adam Thielen. And I'm not saying that it's like their fault they didn't feature Jonathan Mingo because he didn't make it better on himself either. But he also you feel me, he just wasn't getting open. Like it was. I'm not gonna say it was a bad pick, but it was a bad pick. So, but you know what you do if it's a bad pick, you pivot, you just move off them. I know it's hard to say. It's hard to say these are people, but you just get better. That's just what it is, and that's what they tried to do. We're gonna see what it looked like by Thanksgiving.
I think it was a good pick. I'm gonna give it a B because I think he's a better prospect than Jonathan Mingo. And also, just like his play style is not repetitive to what they have in Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson is a good route runner, gonna create the amount of separation. He's a big play, deep ball receiver that's gonna be able to get you contested catches. And I don't think he has like any type of crazy route tree, but I don't think he's like a terrible route runner either. So I like Xavier Gillette for them, and just because he stylistically different than what they have in Deontay Johnson, and so it doesn't create a lot of repetitiveness, and so I think it was a good pick.
Exactly.
Let's move on to draft winners and losers, man.
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton's still mid, bro. I don't care. He was mid the whole entire game. I don't care if he gamed.
He just gamed them, bro.
He was mid the entire game, bro. I don't care. I'll start off with the draft winners and losers. My biggest winner of the draft, because I don't want to be repetitive and say what y'all gonna say. One of the biggest winners of the draft was Lions. Getting Terry Honor, where they got him to sure up that secondary was a great move. Brad Holmes have been snapping, and back to back drafts, he been going crazy. So this was just another iteration of that. They running. That's the Detroit
the whole offseason in general. The whole offseason, past 2 off seasons,
they needed to get that defense.
By the way, time out. Because I remember this. Who said that Brad Holmes had some with Alabama players? It was me, and they went with another Alabama player. Let's just put that on the board. I did say that, and they went with another Alabama player.
And I just want to say, it's almost like picking the players from the best schools usually are going to work out.
Why does everyone else not do it then? Why does everyone else not do it? That's all I'm asking. Why does not everyone all do?
Alabama has the most first round picks, so everybody else does do it, Max. What are you talking about? They had the most first round picks, so everybody else does do it. But I gotta
everybody does it.
Not one team always picks the same player, and they got Branch, they got Gibbs, that they've been stacking up.
What I'm saying is, all the first round picks are usually coming from the same schools: Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Notre Dame, Ohio State. Those are usually the players.
All I'm saying is the teams are not always picking from the same schools. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Are you on losers yet, Latif, or no? I'll go with my winner.
I think he says
my winner is the NFC North. I think the Bears, I think the Lions, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't love the JJ McCarthy pick, but it could pan out for him, and I do like the Dallas Turner pick. I think all 3 teams in there. The Packers maybe the one team left out. I think the entire NFC North had a great day 1 draft night. I think that all 3 teams. The Vikings, I'm not going to say they killed it, but I think the Vikings are interesting and have a direction to move forward into. So for their needs, they did what they had to do. I just don't love JJ as a prospect, but I think the entirety of the NFC North did pretty well.
I like that. I'm going to take that. NFC North was a winner.
Oh.
Not to be repetitive, but who else? I think there's a couple of other sneaky winners. If I want to dive deep, like the Vikings, like I said, like you said, they're trying to be the Texans, but I mean that you could say that trading up for a pass rusher, getting the quarterback, but they also have a great situation. So they won just by having a great situation and a young, moldable quarterback with their coach. Obviously, the Bears won. I feel like the Rams kind of won too because they still got a decent prospect. After that, it's pretty much everybody sneakily did what they felt like they needed to do. I feel like everybody won in their own way except for the weird picks.
Okay, yeah. My winners. I actually like that, Max. NFC North is actually pretty good.
Crazy. Now that Q said it's cool, now it's cool. You made a weird face when I made it first.
No, I said
now Q said it's cool. It's automatically cool.
No, I was gonna say I get the whole trying to be different thing and saying everything other than the Bears, but I actually like it, so it's cool. But I'm gonna stay close to home and say the Bears are winners, obviously. And I'm gonna get this out the way. Losers is the Falcons for sure. Just a dumb pick, just stupid by far. Yeah, y'all can go.
I think the Broncos are one of the biggest losers of the NFL draft. I didn't like the what's the bro name? I didn't like the Bo Nix pick at all. Obviously, you need a quarterback because Zach Wilson was the only quarterback in the building, basically. I think they had Jarrett Stidham as well, unless I'm tripping. So obviously your quarterback situation wasn't great, but I think they should have took best player available. Like I think that was the move. Bo Nix is not a great quarterback at all. You're gonna have to be drafting quarterback again literally next season. He's gonna be a game manager. He'll be able to do what Sean Payton asked him to, but he was a dump off merchant. He doesn't have a lot of arm talent. He doesn't have a lot of athleticism. He is literally average at literally about everything on the football field. His best thing was accuracy, but that was skewed because they ran a lot of screen plays. They ran a lot of easy looks for him at Oregon. When he was asked to do more at Auburn, they weren't a great team at all. So, again, I think it was a terrible pick. So, obviously, Falcons was also trash, but
I think the Falcons, I think the Broncos, I think San Fran, all had questionable picks. I think you look at losers like, and you can say I'm wrong here, that's fine. But you look at guys like the Titans, who I think had their heart set on Joe Alt, didn't pan out. In my opinion, the Ravens, who should have went O-line, but just didn't, like nothing made it to them. But you can't necessarily call them losers because they played with what they had. So I think San Fran, I think Denver, and I think Atlanta all like with what was left on the board made questionable picks.
I also think I know we already moved on from winners, but we had to talk about the Eagles. The Eagles were one of the biggest winners of the draft. We say this almost every year. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm kind of falling for the hype again because they literally needed defense, and that's what they went and got. Like they got Quinyon, who is by some considered the best cornerback in this draft class. They got Cooper DeJean, who is going to be able to play safety. He's going to be able to play corner. He has a lot of versatility. And so their defense is almost going to be shored up. And then they got Saquon Barkley in the offseason. So they're just – I'm not going to lie, bro. They're looking like they're going to be a threat again this season.
The Colts just drafted Adonai Mitchell.
Sorry.
In
hindsight,
the Steelers also won.
I'm sorry, that was just unnecessary. You could just say
All
that.
right,
Sorry, Q.
You planned on saying some shit like that.
Exactly. You want to be funny.
I did not, bro. I did not. Okay.
All right, Q go.
I said, the Steelers, they just drafted Zach Frazier at center. So now they got the 2 linemen. So I think they should be cool. It's losers. I think this outside of Atlanta, because I don't want to say Atlanta. Obviously, Atlanta lost. Like Atlanta just they started off winning the offseason to literally basically losing it. There's no clear loser after that for me. Maybe the Titans they didn't get Joe Alt.
I mean, be honest. Are the Bills losers for trading with the Chiefs and just going back?
I don't think that's a loss. I think that's the smart thing to do.
I've seen them be considered losers on a couple different people's boards.
I'm gonna go into a little. Give me 2 minutes. The Bills are in cap hell right now for the next year, and in 2 years, that's when Josh Allen's big money, like his big cap, is also going to hit. So that year, they're also going to be cap strapped too. You need to get young and cheap on the roster everywhere. Not everywhere, but like in key positions. You know how you do that? Multiple draft picks. And not just a bunch of 7ths, but you need stuff like in day 2, day 3. And what they did have those picks, but they had later picks. They literally moved up. They moved back in the first round and clearly they didn't want nobody at that pick. They didn't care that Worthy was going. Nope, they weren't picking Worthy. As we all know, well, as me and T, we don't like Worthy. I don't think like should have been the pick, especially not for Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just if they wanted him, they would have took him. They didn't want him. They got their wide receiver that they clearly wanted, whether it should have been Keon or not. They got moved up and got more picks. They're going to be able to get better prospects at those picks. They're going to be cheaper. They're going to be getting paid thousands of dollars instead of millions of dollars. That's just all around the best decision to do as a team. Like they understood what they needed to do, and they did exactly that.
I think you can consider the Dolphins losers from the first round. I just don't think they reached super.
Oh yeah, them too.
Much on chop. I consider the Dolphins losers. I had them written down for me.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, already. I got the wide receiver cores. I think I might have cooked. Yeah.
The Bears are 1. I'm sorry, guys. The Bears are going 1. We're not.
How you know they even in there?
Because that's the reason you made the damn list in the first place.
All right, man. All right, moving on. Blind rank these NFL wide receiver cores. The first name is the Bengals.
Who's their 3? Is it Irwin? Is it Trent Irwin?
Yeah, Trent
As
Irwin.
of, as of right now, they have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase on the roster.
I mean,
Isn't
it's got to be
about
2 or
get out of
3. It's got to be 2 or 3.
I put it at 3.
Like, oh wait, before anything, like, do we have the Dolphins? The
Matter of
Dolphins.
fact, we'll put it. Matter of fact, I say 4. I say 4.
Oh, who's bet? The Texans are better. The Texans, I think, are better.
T is about to be gone though.
Tank Dell, Nico, and Diggs, I think, is better than just Chase and T.
T is about to be gone.
We don't. He's on a team right now. That's what we're going off of.
You got to take it with
Yeah.
what it is. 4's tough. Do you honestly think there's 3 people? The Bears are going to be up there.
I know for a fact Tank Dell is better than Trent Irwin. I know that.
Yes, I'll put the Texans
No,
above them. I agree. The Texans are above them. The Texans are above them.
Nico and T, we're gonna make that a
Fine.
conversation. Stephon
Yeah.
Diggs and
I
Jamar
agree.
Chase, we're gonna
I
make
agree.
that a conversation. But there's a definitive, person that's above, and Tank Dell is better than Trent Irwin. Based off
I
that,
agree.
just
100%. I'm
raw
saying, yeah.
averages, Texans is better than the Bengals.
I think the Texans are better. Do you have the Dolphins duo? Are they better?
Yes.
The Seahawks, are they better?
No.
The Rams, he could throw in there. You hate
No.
Cooper, but
It's not that I don't hate Cooper. It's just I tell the truth.
you hate Cooper a little bit. The Vikings,
I don't.
the Vikings are not better than the Bengals.
The Vikings are better than the Bengals.
Is T or Jordan Addison a better receiver?
Justin Jefferson is just that much better than literally both of them.
I don't know. All right.
You can hate
Who
Addison
wants,
all you
who
want.
wants 4? We'll go 4. Q4. We're going with them at 4.
Yeah, I like 4.
It's fine.
All right. The next wide receiver core is it? Hold on. The next wide receiver core is the Seahawks.
5.
Yeah, and he could throw in some bum teams, so we just might have messed ourselves up in the first pick. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's fine.
Jaden, you agree with that? I guess you do.
I'm not going 3, so yeah, 5.
I literally just said 5, like before everybody.
Okay. My bad. Next team up is the Vikings.
3.
3. I'm thinking 3. Because, like, let's be honest. Who else are you gonna pick? Chicago's gonna be up there.
3.
Oh,
You
I didn't hear you say
on.
anything. I didn't hear anyone say anything. I was saying 3. Sorry. Who else are you gonna pick?
Are y'all putting 3? Are y'all putting
I
3?
think it's Miami.
said
I think it's
3.
Miami. I think
I
it's
already
Miami,
said
Chicago.
3.
I think it's Miami, Chicago.
It's more than you, Jaden. Jesus Christ. It's more people than you.
Everybody went. Like we all went.
We're good. We're good with
Okay.
3. I think
All
it's
right.
Miami,
All right.
Chicago.
All right. Next team up is the Bears.
1.
1.
Give me Miami 2. Give me Miami 2.
Y'all
You cool with that?
underestimating the gap that certain wide receivers just have.
What?
over-
Oh, the Texans. Yes, I agree. That's
No,
fine.
no.
That's a conversation.
The
The
gap,
Texans?
look, you understand the gap between Tyreek Hill and then the next wide receiver that's not Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, is just that big that makes the wide receiver core that much better, is what I'm saying. So don't be too quick to say that, because Miami's there. Miami should be 1, just based off the fact that Tyreek Hill is just that much better than everybody else.
If you're
Texans
putting
are
your,
not. The Texans are not better than the Bears. Or
if you're putting
they're
your
not.
career
They're
on
not.
Braxton Berrios, Q, I just want you to say out loud you're putting your career on Braxton Berrios.
That's not what I said at all. I never
Because
said
Rome
that.
is clearing Braxton Berrios. Let's
All
please
right.
stop
All
that.
right. Can we,
Please stop.
what decision are y'all making?
I'm gonna fight for Chicago 1, and Miami can go 2.
I like how I just assume I know who I got on my list. that's super funny. The
Man,
last
it's
team,
tremendous.
the last team is the Eagles.
That's fine. 2.
2, but that's great.
I don't love it. I would have put the Vikings over them, but I'm not mad at the list.
Q, what's your thoughts on the Eagles going to under the Bears?
Bro said the Vikings over the. Bro is ridiculous. that boy crazy.
That's a bigger gap. That's a bigger gap for me.
It's just not.
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
Jed and AJ Brown, yes, is a bigger gap for me.
AJ Brown's like top 7, bro. AJ Brown's top 7, and then Devontae's like top 15.
Who's better,
What I'm
Jamar or
saying,
AJ
what I'm
Brown?
saying is this Jettison Tyreek right here.
Where's Jamar? Where's Jamar?
This is Jettison Tyreek right here. This is where Jamar, CD, and AJ Brown start. Like that's the gap. Like that's literally the gap.
I got Jamar, I guess, higher than AJ. So that's why I have like that tiered off. Like when you're saying like, oh, the Bengals are not better than the Vikings, whatever. I think that I don't know, Smitty and T. Smitty, I think is a little bit better than T, but I think Jamar is better than AJ. So
all right, so we are moving on to the NBA.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Why are you looking at me like I'm crazy? Like that's a crazy opinion to say Jamar.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting
for this. I've been waiting for
That's
this.
not occurring at all.
I've been waiting for this.
All right,
I've been waiting for this moment, Shorty. I've been waiting for this moment. You called me crazy, Latif. Latif, you called me crazy. You called me crazy. JD, because JD's on camera. I don't know what you're doing.
He wants to talk about the Lakers.
Yeah, he is a Laker boy.
What's going on, man?
No. JD, let me get my time. Let me get my chance.
Latif,
ahead. You called me crazy. You called me crazy when it was just me and you during the I think it was the first game of the Lakers and the Nuggets. This series is over. I said I see the Lakers getting swept, but I'm gonna give one just because it's LeBron. I don't even have faith in that anymore. I don't have faith in that. First off, D'Lo hasn't showed you a level of consistency for like the past 2 years. First game, terrible. Second game, he played well, still lost. Third game, again, just terrible. I'm ready for LeBron to retire. Like I'm ready for it to be over. I'm done.
Wait, can I say something really quick?
Bro got that from me. I literally just said it earlier this morning. He got that from me, bro.
You know why? Because last year I was petitioning for it. I literally said it was me and Zay. I'm done. It's over for LeBron. There's nothing he has to prove. He's not winning another chip. It's over. He got the scoring record. Cool. I get it, but it's done. Latif, did I not say last year? And I just saw it this morning too. I had on the D Rose jersey because I support my guy, and I was just talking about it's over. LeBron, great career. It's over, buddy. You're gonna get swept again for another first round L. It's cool. It's over with. You cement yourself as a top 2 player of all time. It's over though. It's over.
Go ahead, Max, because I got a lot to say. Go ahead, Max.
I don't have much to say. Just for all the viewers, this retaliation by Jaden is all just coping with the Pelicans getting absolutely ass whooped by the Thunder in the first round. So any emotion that's let out is all just held up from getting absolutely mollywopped last game by 30. I just want that to be known.
I just don't know. I just don't know what's the energy about when I picked the Nuggets in 5 or 6. I mean, it's like I never thought it would be a
I think the person who picked the Lakers
crazy. You called me crazy when I said
I don't remember that.
You don't remember it? Okay,
I don't. You can find it. I guess cool.
I think
I will find it.
Q, are you on? I think Q had Lakers in 7.
I have.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Q, you have Lakers in 7, right?
Me picking Lakers had nothing to do with any type of analysis, to be honest. But when I came up here, I made strong ass points. But it's because I know how to argue.
Hold on.
That's one thing.
So why didn't you wait? I missed that episode. On that episode, did you acknowledge your bias, or were you just talking?
Yes, he did.
Yes, but here's the thing. I want you to understand. It's literally not a secret that I know how to argue. So I argued my points, and I was very specific about my points. So everything I said made actual sense. Did that mean it was going to happen? No. We're talking about the best player in the league.
Can you turn it down? Please, Jaden. Reach yourself.
Like, anyway. It's not like, the Nuggets, they're done. That's not what I said. I said I'm going to put my faith in LeBron James. That's just what I said. And I broke it down. I had some solid points that made sense, and I ran with it. That don't mean I believed it.
I knew the series was over. I knew the series was over before it started, man.
Wait, did we watch the games?
Oh yeah, we watched it. But also we said it came true though. We knew it was gonna be a coaching gap. We already knew that was gonna happen. We knew that. So, but I just want to say, my main takeaway from this series and the Lakers is like, what's been mind-boggling for me this whole time watching this Lakers and Nuggets series is I don't understand how a role player in D'Angelo Russell can be a playoff dropper. I've never heard of a role player being a playoff dropper. This man is taking the same shots he's taking in the regular season. he's playing the same way he played in the regular season. It's just like something mentally is just not there. It's like it's ridiculous.
You talking about Reeves or Rui?
No. I'm D'Angelo Russell. I've never heard of a.
I thought you said someone else
No.
and D'Lo. Sorry.
No. I've never heard of a playoff dropper like as a role player. Like that's ridiculous how he just can't show up in the playoffs. And he's not getting the bulk of the defense attention at all. He's getting the third or fourth best defender on a night-to-night basis, and he's just trash. That's ridiculous to me. Everybody
depends on the mindset. D'Lo don't believe he's a role player. You feel me?
I understand. Yeah, that's the point. And it's ridiculous. Also, I want to say, like, this series is not on LeBron or AD. They actually showed up. They're averaging about 60 points on grid efficiency. Everybody else was trash, though. The bench was trash. Austin Reeves was trash. D'Lo was trash. And I'm gonna give Austin Reeves a pass because he was guarding Jamal Murray for the entire series. So, offensively, I didn't expect much of him. But
they've been switching him on MPJ a lot, especially yesterday. He was getting cooked. But yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't expect him to win the series, so I don't know what Jaden's injury was about. I had him losing to 5 or 6 again. Nobody thought he was winning the series.
Little disclaimer. Jaden, you blow minds because you be saying a whole lot of nonsense. You taking victory laps on W's after 1 and 2 games based off analysis that you didn't give. Like you saying you were right. You were never right. Bro,
please tell me. All right, give me examples, please.
What you did. This
ain't been a Dame series. This ain't been a Dame series. I'm just saying, it has not been a Dame series.
That was wrong.
Playoff Jimmy versus
name on it. That's what you did, bro. That's what your takes were. You showed up to the group project without doing a damn thing, and you taking credit for it.
That's all right. So give me an example.
You ain't take a glue stick to no construction paper. You ain't put no glitter on it. You ain't take the notes up. You ain't go up there performing nothing. You just, hey, yo, bro, put my name on it. That's literally what you did and started running with it, bro. Like nothing. You was.
I like the wordplay. Give me an example. I like the fancy wordplay, but give me an example, bro.
It's gonna be a Dame series.
Okay, the Dame series was wrong, but he came out hooping in the first 2 games. Obviously, when you send
I give you an example, you telling me no.
He dropped 30 plus in the first half in both games, and then today he got hurt. Like I'm not moved. Of course, obviously,
we're not blaming injury, bro.
When you're sending doubles and you're sending traps and making everybody else around you just not literally giving him no room to breathe. Of course, he's not gonna be like going crazy, but he literally had like 30. What did he have in the first game? Like 35 in the first half, and then in the second one he had like 32 or 30. Like, bro, I'm not moved. And then this game, okay, he didn't have the greatest game, but he got hurt. Like everything else I said was purely facts. Like facts. What else did I say that was wrong?
You said Bradley Beal's washed. Oh, that was wrong. You also you tried to Wait. You tried to include when we talked about the Suns and what was he? You tried to include Devin Booker in your analysis when you didn't even say that the first.
That's cap.
You lied.
What I said Bro, no. This is what I said. This is what I said verbatim. I said that the Timberwolves have the perimeter defense to affect the guards, but
you're lying.
That's not what you said, bro.
That's not what you said.
I said mainly significantly Bradley Beal. I didn't think.
No, I had a clip. So don't worry about it. Go keep talking. I got
Devin Booker was going to be the one, but it was Devin Booker.
You were saying about no damn guards.
We're not going to act like Bradley Beal is just playing like just totally amazing. Like he's dropping 30 and 40. Like no, that's not what's happening either. So
nobody said that.
Okay,
there's a difference between not being washed and dropping 30 in playoff games. Like nobody said he was going to be the best player
if
for the
that's
Suns.
something that you were and you're not coming close to that, you're washed. Like I don't understand. I don't get it.
What?
Like you can be washed and not be bad. Like I don't understand how like it is what it is.
Did you expect him to put up 30 on this team?
No, but I say he's washed. Like
why is he washed?
So if you didn't expect him to put up 30, then how's he washed?
He's not going to be. He's not going to have the same production or be who he was on a team like this, where he's the, third option.
Has Bradley Beal taken like the large majority of the playmaking role?
No, it was Devin Booker.
Exactly, and he's the best playmaker on the team. Is he not?
Beal is?
Yeah.
No,
No, Beal is not a better playmaker than Booker. No, he's not.
No. I definitely believe that Beal is a better playmaker than Devin Booker.
If you believe that, then you gotta reevaluate how you watch.
Did we not see what he did in Washington?
Did you?
Yeah, right. Yes. Are we talking about the same player?
Latif, your mic's
out. Let's pause because I caught him. It was my recently deleted because I didn't want it on my phone no more. But I got you, brother. You lied. You didn't say anything about it.
I got the Timberwolves. I got the Timberwolves in 7. Now again, I don't want to push past. You have KD, you have D-Book. Bradley Beal's washed. I don't care. You can take him out of the series. Honestly, don't care about him.
Have you watched Bradley Beal the last 2 months of the season?
And then that's when we talked about Bradley Beal. You're not saying about no damn Devin Booker. So you just gotta stop lying.
Lying, bro. Don't be packing, bro.
It's crazy. Mercedes is crazy, Jaden.
But
you're the only one in the world. You're the only one in the world that somehow believe Bradley Beal is a better playmaker than Devin Booker. Like nobody in the world thinks that.
I genuinely believe that. In his last year, with the Wizards, like he was.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't want to throw out great, but
I don't know, bro. Both of them are pretty mid, to be honest. I don't know. It's comparing mid to mid. They're not point guards, so I mean. But he was better. He was better like last year in Washington, but then D-Book took the playmaker role this year. So it's like,
yeah, really, that's what I'm saying. I think he should have been like the main initiator. Obviously, like
he wasn't playing. He was injured.
Devin Booker took over point guard last year during the playoffs and was dropping 35 and 10 for like 5 straight games. Just saying, Bradley Beal never did that, and I'm a Bradley Beal fan. Like he never did that.
But this was like Bradley Beal could
score the ball for sure.
That was like
we lost the plot. We still be talking about the Lakers. We lost the plot. We supposed to be talking about the Lakers. Jordan, can I get your thoughts on the Lakers series, please?
I mean, everything's happening that I expected to. I didn't expect them to get swept like it's looking like they're about to, but I mean, it really just all comes down to the defense of the Lakers. I mean, when you have players like, like we're just talking about, like Austin Reeves can get exploited on backside help. Well, not backside help, but he's getting exploited on cross matches. And same thing with D'Lo in certain spurts. And, Gabe Vincent, I will say, it was a highlight of the series. But when he gets switched on Michael Porter Jr., I mean, that's just not a matchup you want either, just as far as size goes. But, the biggest takeaway for me is just the shot making of the Nuggets. And, it just feels like a run is inevitably going to happen at some point in each game, like the game where Murray hit the game winner. You could just feel the trickle down effect, as they in that fourth quarter. It felt like with each bucket that it was, leading up to a point in the game where they would either take the lead and win on a game winner. So I wasn't surprised at all by that. But I mean, the main takeaway is, like you guys already talked about, is the others, LeBron and AD. I mean, even you can critique LeBron a little bit. You can nitpick, especially this game yesterday where him and Rui were miscommunicated a lot on defense as far as boxing out with who was getting Aaron Gordon and a lot of second chance opportunities. But for the most part, it's been the others. I mean, obviously D'Lo inconsistent. Yeah, he had a good game too, but it didn't matter. And in game one and yesterday, obviously, he was absent, wasn't there. Reeves hasn't played as well. But again, like Tief, like you said, I'll give him a pass a bit because, like I said, cross matches are defensively and how much that can take out of you on the offensive end. And he's also like the secondary ball handler of LeBron when, LeBron is also up there in age, so he doesn't want to be on the ball. So Reeves has dominated a lot of the touches as far as screen rolls with AD as well. So I'll give him a pass on that. But, like D'Lo, Rui, I don't expect much out of Taurean Prince, and the fact that he was playing, 25-plus minutes a game in this series is in its own. It's a bigger indictment on the front office. And then obviously at the end of the day, the head coach. Why are you making that face, Jaden?
I'm so confused because when I said this earlier about the Lakers, when I said they just don't match up with the Nuggets at all, we were talking about no. This is actually one of the best years where they match up. Size, defense.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't there.
I don't think nobody said that. I don't think nobody said that about no size or no defense. We said talent-wise, it's not a talent gap, and that's a fact. There's not a talent gap in this series. There's a coaching gap. No, it's not. It's not a talent gap. It's a coaching gap. It's a coaching gap, and the role players are playing better. They're not like you telling me you telling me that MPJ is a better player than D'Angelo Russell? No, he's having a better series. He's in a better role. MPJ is not better than D'Angelo Russell. I'm sorry.
MPJ is not better than D'Lo.
Yo, stop, yo. Come on, bro. Seriously. He's not.
Go ahead.
Like,
I'm listening. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Talent wise, this series was not a gap. It was never really a gap. They have the players to execute down the stretch better than the Lakers. They have the coaching to execute better down the stretch than the Lakers. That's the reason they're winning the series. Darvin Ham needs to be fired. Him and D'Lo need to be escorted out the. Him and D'Lo, when the Lakers lose Game 4, him and D'Lo just need to be escorted out the facilities.
He was a good
Both
coach, though.
Nobody said that. Stop lying. Stop lying. You can't find that. You can't find me saying that. Stop saying that.
I said no.
I thought he was the third star. So what is going on? What is going on? We were petitioning.
I mean,
you and Latif were petitioning for. You and him were petitioning for Darvin Ham. We literally said this. We all said this.
I said he was okay, bro.
He's terrible. He's a terrible coach.
Hold on. You mean to tell me you have an issue with two people sticking up for a coach that took a team from like the 10th seed to the Western Conference Finals? That's what you're telling me?
He didn't do that. He himself did not do that.
Are you giving LeBron credit? You giving LeBron credit?
Yeah, thank you. The acquisitions of D'Lo, Vando, and getting rid of Westbrook was why they got to that spot. Darvin Ham literally played zero role in that. Like, honestly, I guess you could say
that would have happened regardless if it was there or not.
Didn't get better. We still saw 3 guard lineups. Him not.
You telling me that would have happened regardless?
Huh?
You telling me they would have made the Western Conference Finals regardless of who they had?
I do believe that actually. I do.
With Westbrook being gone, like that changed a lot.
But there are issues. I do agree. Again, there are issues I think they have that are beyond Coach Ham. Like the fact that he does play 3 guard lineups a lot. I think has to just do with personnel as well. Like they don't have to do that, but in certain times you do. And then we saw there's benefits to it on the offensive side, but which we didn't see, like with a Dinwiddie who can barely score or shoot the ball. But defensively, just in a series, especially against the Nuggets, like in other series, yes, it will work. So we saw 3 guard lineups be successful against the Warriors and the Grizzlies last year, but against the Nuggets, where you have
they can play big. They can play big.
Like they play big. They're dominating on the glass. It seems like everybody that Denver was getting off the bench immediately impacted and had positive minutes, bro. Like, and just the Lakers just don't have players like that. Again, Vincent gave some good minutes, but like Dinwiddie, and then the Dinwiddie, D'Lo, and Reeves at times just don't give enough. So at the end, I'm not at all surprised by the results and what we've seen on the court, because this is things that we saw all year from the Lakers. There's a reason that they were a 7th seed. Even with LeBron and AD playing 70+ games this year, like it's just not like they're a playoff team. They're just not a championship caliber team. Yeah, if I feel like there are certain matchups that they would have got where they would have been able to make a miraculous Western Conference Finals run again if they didn't have to avoid the Nuggets, but that just wasn't the case this time. So
Jaden,
they had basically 4 people with 20 and 10 games last night. Jamal Murray's the only person that didn't have a 20 and 10 game, and he had a 23 and 9 game. Embiid had like 22 and 15. Like, it was just ridiculous. Aaron Gordon lived in the dunker spot. Like, nobody cared to even go holler at him at all. Like,
I think the problem with the Lakers, and it has been for a lot of the season, is they don't have enough players that are versatile on both sides of the ball. They don't have a lot of two-way players. Like, they have like a Gabe Vincent, who is a good on-ball defender, but his 3-point shot is streaky. They have D'Lo, who is a good offensive player, but he is terrible on defense. They have Reeves, who isn't a great defender, but is great on offense. They have Vando, who's a great defender, but he cannot produce on offense. They have Taurean Prince, who's a solid, but he should be a backup player. He's not a starter. So they had Cam Reddish, who is a great defender, but on offense, he's terrible. They need more players that are able to actually defend and shoot. That's what they literally need. They don't have a lot of it, and that's the problem with the roster. So hopefully they address that in the offseason. But I think we should move on to the
Jaden.
Wait.
Jaden, Willie Green or Darvin Ham? Who you taking?
Willie Green, bro.
Clearly.
Willie Green.
Wait. I didn't say this. I copied Latif, though.
What does Brian have to prove, bro? He had MVPs, countless rings.
This is a year ago.
Why are you bringing this up? Like,
this is because you said I copied you. This is something that I said a year
this
ago.
morning. I understand, but it's not time for him to retire. Like, he's still a top 10 player in the game.
No. It's over. It's over. There's nothing.
It literally isn't, bro. There's not.
Literally
There's not.
isn't.
There's not 10 definitive players better than LeBron James. There's not 8 definitive players better than LeBron James.
Bro, go out on top. What is he winning another ring? Is he winning another ring?
Probably not. No.
That doesn't mean you
What
gotta
else
retire
is
right
there?
now.
He's not winning
That
another
don't mean you gotta
MVP.
retire right now.
He's
That don't
not
mean you gotta
winning
retire
another
right now.
MVP.
He
He's
wants to
not
play with
adding
Bronny.
anything.
He wants to play with
Yeah.
Bronny.
Why? I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
he
Why
wants to.
retire though?
All right,
Why?
so
Like,
we're
give
gonna
me a
wait 3
reason
more
why he
years
should
for him to play
retire.
with Bronny. We're gonna wait 3 more years to play with Bronny.
3
What?
more
What?
years.
What? What better? Like, what's he gonna do
I'm
that's
giving
better
it
than playing in the NBA? What's he gonna do that's better than playing in the NBA?
They did not say this to Jordan, bro. When he was stinking it up with the Wizards, they did not say yo retire. They were
Yeah.
just happy for him to be there,
Exactly.
stinking it up.
Hey man, 3 years.
If he can
is
still be a,
Bronny is
if he can
crazy.
still be a top 10 NBA player, why would he not stick it out?
You got to go out on top, man. I don't want to see. I want to see
He
a top 2
is.
player of all
Did
time.
LeBron is never gonna. He's never gonna be a bad NBA player. Most old players get bad. LeBron James is never gonna go below 15.
15
Like he
points a
just won't.
game.
No,
No,
like
hell no.
15's best player.
Oh hell
LeBron
no.
James not gonna
No,
go
no, no, no.
below 25. And I told you this before the season started. I said he's not gonna average less than 25. Yes, he is, bro. He's not gonna. He's
But
never gonna
essentially,
be.
like his point is like him retiring and still being a top borderline. You know, even if by that point he's not a top 10 player, being at least top 15 player is still him going out on top. So you're
He's
saying
gonna
going out on
retire.
top like he's
He's
Peyton
gonna
Manning,
retire an
like
all-star,
go out with
an
a ring. Or,
all-NBA third team, bro. He's gonna be an all-NBA third team and an all-star when he retires 4 years from now.
4 years.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
But
no, not 4
LeBron,
years.
I mean, and that was gonna be the worst section of the season that you said LeBron was gonna fall off this year.
You
did
agree
say
with
that.
it, buddy. You
No,
were
I
agreeing with
didn't.
it. Yes,
No,
you
I
were.
didn't. It was that was a video. That was an
didn't use
overreaction
the
video,
photo,
you idiot.
But he agreed with you saying that he was gonna average less than 25.
That was an overreaction video. But we can spin out.
Wait, what did you just call me?
What?
What did you just call me?
You're making stuff up. Nobody called you anything. What are you
that was
talking
an
about?
overreaction video.
Yeah, what
what
are you?
All right. Anyways, Joel Embiid snags one at home. Really should be it should be 2-1 in favor of the Sixers. I never lost hope. I still got I got the Sixers taking this series. But yeah, Latif, how did you feel about that game?
Joel Embiid shouldn't have got a chance to get 50 points anyways. He should have been ejected when he grabbed Mitch Robinson.
Let's talk
Mitch
about
Robinson's
it.
ankle.
Let's talk about it.
If that wasn't Joel Embiid, if that was anybody else in the NBA or any other, if that wasn't a star player, he would have been ejected. That was one of the most dirtiest plays. Like that was probably one of the most dirtiest plays I've ever seen watching basketball. Like intentionally dirty. I don't care what he was talking about. He was trying to injure him, bro. He grabbed his ankle while he was going for a dunk. That's ridiculous. So if that was anybody else besides Joel Embiid, they would have been ejected. That was ridiculous. But he had a good performance. A lot of it was free throws. But I think 6 of the free throws was on intentional fouls, so you got to factor in. But he had basically 15 free throws, which is that's not crazy, nothing like that. It was a great game from him. This is the best series he's ever had so far in his NBA, his playoff history. Through three games, he's averaging about 37 points. So he's hooping. I'm not changing my pick though. Knicks is 7.
Facts.
Nah, it's funny that you kind of highlighted that because he was like on BS. He was on BS the whole game. Like I think it was like a shot in the post where he kicked Robinson, and then I think he nut checked Hartenstein. He was on BS the whole game.
Yeah, I still have Knicks in my opinion 6. If I mean I don't know, is Mitchell Robinson gonna play next game? Because they said he walked out the arena.
in a walking boot.
Yeah, so I mean, if it goes 2-2, I definitely it can obviously go 7. I initially had Knicks in 5. Thinking that I thought Embiid wasn't 100%. I mean, the way that he was looking in the play-in games, I mean, in play-in game in the first game, I mean, he didn't look 100%, but obviously he's fighting through it, and even with the face paralysis or whatever they got going on, he's still dominant. So I mean, yeah, it can go 7, but I just think in the end, like the Knicks just have too many shot makers, people that are stepping up. They keep on playing good, keep on making big shots. I just think in the end it'll just be too much for the Sixers to overcome from, and yeah.
Max analysis of the series so far.
I'm still
Listen.
sticking with my pick. I'm still sticking with my Sixers in 7 pick.
Same.
Really not much to say about it. They got the best player in the series. Dirty player or not, like I don't know. Like I'm gonna take Joel Embiid in the series. So
I got a question. Do we think that Mitchell Robinson was the difference between them winning the game or losing?
Nope.
he didn't get injured off that play though, I don't think. I thought
No,
it
he
was
didn't.
later down.
That's one. Two. I seen we had the best Jalen Brunson game, and their best player had the best game. Philly's best player had their best game, and Philly ended up winning. If we don't believe that Mitchell Robinson was the difference between winning and losing, then we could kind of say this is even. The Knicks, held serve at home. As of right now, Philly's trying to do the same thing. You know what they say, the series don't start till the road team gets a win and blah blah blah. As of right now, technically the series ain't really start. If Philly ties it up, they go back to New York, then we have a real situation. So we just
Max, you a hater. Max, you hell.
what happens, man, bro. You got something to say?
Look, check the group chat. That's what he laughed about. Just D-Rod. Anyways, do y'all want to talk about the because I didn't have it on the topic list, but y'all want to talk about the Suns and Timberwolves? Because Q, I asked you, are you changing your pick in the Suns and Timberwolves, or do you think that series is? Do you think the Timberwolves still going to? I mean, do you think the Suns are still going to win that series? My bad.
I feel like you asking me this as if like at the start of the series it was like because the way you do things on you like to do things on some as a matter of fact like type situation. That's like really
I picked the Suns with you. Yeah. I picked the Suns with you.
Yeah, I know, but you know how you operate. You know how you,
I guess.
You try to
I don't know what that means.
You a matter of fact main character dude. You feel me? And like I feel like this is the setup question. As of right now,
so set up question. Okay, all right. So the Timberwolves will win the series. No, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not saying that. I just came off. I literally just came off of saying that it's not a series to the home. To the home team loses, road team gets a win. Yada yada yada. For reference, and this is not the same team as last year. This is not the same team as last year. But we seen against the best team in the league, them down 0-2, get back home, and they go nuclear for a game, really 2 games, and win. I want to see what it looks like game 3 and 4 first, at least game 3, and I could really make a confident decision. Let me see what they look like with their backs against the wall.
It's a sleep, bro.
All-time great. Let's see what happens in game 3, and I can really give you a confident decision. As of right now, it doesn't look great. They lost with Anthony Edwards playing great, which is an anomaly against them based off what the season looked like. They lost with Jaden McDaniels having the game of his life, and Anthony Edwards doing regular Anthony Edwards things against the Suns. Rudy Gobert is playing sensational for what the label of him is as a playoff player and whatnot. He's doing his job, attacking mismatches, playing great defense, switching 1 through 5. Well, 2 through 5. I mean, they have a swarming defense. They don't have the greatest playmakers. They can't make the skip pass. They can't make, tier 2 and tier 3 type reads. It's a roster construction situation, but I understand you're leaning on 2 of the best players in the league. That can only get you so far, but you just got to hope it gets you out of this round. As of right now, it looks a little shaky. But like I said, I want to see what it looks like game 3 and 4.
I mean, I think at that point it's a cop out because if they lose game 3, it's wrapped. So I mean, unless you're gonna say it, so you saying if they win game 3, you would still be able to pick one way or the other, or no?
You said what?
Because like let's say they win game 3, are you gonna be ready to pick them? Because like if they lose game 3, obviously it's over. Then like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that point, but like I'm saying, like we've seen teams like be down 0-2 and win. Obviously not this team. And that's not like the most common occurrence, but it's still Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. And if they could just win their home games, if like they win 2 in a row, now we're looking at it a lot differently. I think it's like a lot of what your favorite little line, the shock factor. You feel me? Like this is shocking. Like nobody expected this to happen with the Timberwolves against the Suns based on what we've seen in the regular season this year. So it's new, and we're diving into it.
I do think the series is over. I'm not gonna lie. They have the second worst offense in the playoffs right now. the Timberwolves defense is going insane, and they just don't have the requisite playmakers to have a good offense against the team. If you're gonna just isolate with Bill, Book, and KD against this team, it's not gonna work because you need to shift this defense. They are able to play super aggressive. Go ahead.
I believe everything you're saying. I believe everything you're saying, and everything you're saying is correct. I want you to understand.
Yeah.
Let me give that. You are 100% correct in what you're saying, but I also want to preface this with: it was the same 2 months ago. It was the same 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like the same thing was true 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, all season when these two teams had played. Is my whole point. Like, I'm not stupid. I don't like. I know that.
I think the difference was I look deeper into those games, and the Timberwolves shot 20% of open threes. And also in the playoffs, you're just allowed to play more physical defense, which that goes in a favor of the Timberwolves. Which, you know, I wish Jaden would have said that. Then we could have been in talking about it, but you know.
He don't look that deep. Bro, a vibe. He pick a wall.
But that's gonna be in the episode.
No Pelicans, Jaden?
That's what I'm saying. I thought we were supposed to talk about the Pelicans.
We can talk about it. I mean, because
I was talking about Max, you know what? You were 1,000% right, and you tried to finesse me. Buddy. I'll give you your little measly $10. I don't care about it. Max called me. Max called me after game 1, and he called me, said, because it was initially going to be a $10 bet, and he called me and said, you know what? Let's make a bet where whoever wins the series, they get a jersey. So he would like want Shay or J-Dub or Chad. And I was like, you know what? That sounds cool because to have a Zion jersey in my arsenal would just be great. And then we just proceed to fall apart.
Time out. I said, you want to make this? Do you want to make the deal? Jaden goes, yeah. And I said, are you sure with Zion being out? He goes, okay, buddy, fuck you. And hangs up the phone. And you didn't say anything else. And he didn't talk to me for the rest of the day. I just want that to be known that Jaden got salty over a Zion injury for no reason. So continue with your story.
Bro, the thing is, the series is over. You guys might actually sweep. No, it's most likely.
I think it'll be 5. I think it'll probably be 5.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It's just the offense.
I'm kidding. It's definitely 4.
The offense is not there. Brandon Ingram is getting locked up by a 6'2", 6'3" guy. Just stupid mistakes offensively. How many offensive fouls do you have?
Who?
I don't even remember. It was a whole bunch of offensive fouls.
They had 8 as a team. I think he had like 3. So.
Yeah, he had like 3. It was bad. Yeah, he's just out of rhythm. I'm not blaming this high injury either. He's just getting locked up. It is what it is. It's just not a good matchup. It looked good in the first game with Val, and because Chet just wasn't shooting good until like the end of the game, and that's when we saw him get taken out. But it's just JV is immobile. He can't move. His mobility is a problem. Larry Nance, when he's out there, I guess you're just giving up size. It's just not good. The offense isn't good. CJ hasn't really been on, and then defensively, he's been getting killed. He's been getting hunted. It is what it is. With this team, you gotta have to have good offense. Just it is what it is, and we don't have that. Zion would have fixed that.
Luka fucking the Mavs right now. I mean the Clippers right now. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm watching. I was gonna ask you, Jaden, do you think we should victory out of game 3? The Mavs about to go 2-1. Do you think we should be saying you were wrong about your you know what I'm saying?
I'll
your
take
playoff
it.
Kawhi. That's crazy.
Yo, are you trying to do my signature emoji?
Bro said my signature, bro. Shut up.
Is that Kawhi, not my signature emoji, bro?
Playoff Kawhi has 3 points and 4 rebounds in the first half, by the way.
Cool.
He coming off injury, bro. He just got back.
Not move. Facts, Q. Literally facts.
You didn't consider that when you say you didn't consider that when you say he's gonna win a series and then he's gonna play. He
got that boy in hell.
You didn't consider that when you predicted the series.
I predicted the Mavs winning game 2 actually, so I'm not really mad. I'm not really mad at it. This game, what's the score?
54, 41.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, that's not terrible. Like, what are we doing? And like, no. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? It's 13 measly points. It is what it is.
Bro. Every single game that you were like, when Dame had 30 in the first half, were you not screaming to the heavens?
Dame did that again. He went out and did it again though.
I'm talking about in the first game. You were texting the group chat in the first game when Dame had 30 points in the first half. You were victory lapping. Yes or no?
I was.
Okay then.
No,
so
like
it's
first
hypocrisy.
half. First,
It's hypocrisy.
Like,
it's hypocrisy.
like,
It's not
It's a whole bunch of
hypocrisy.
hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy because he went out and did it again. He went out and did it again.
I'm talking about in the first game.
It's hypocrisy when you hype up one game because of they won the game, cool. But then when the exact opposite happens, I'm not moved or it don't mean anything. Like you gotta be consistent.
The series isn't over though. Like I said, the Clippers were gonna win.
The series wasn't over in game one though. You were having a game. The series wasn't over.
No. Because I was talking about Harden. Like I knew Harden was gonna go crazy, and that's what he was doing.
No, you didn't. You said he was gonna be very serviceable.
Yeah, and that's what he's been.
That's not going crazy. That's two different things. That's two different things.
Has he not been very, very serviceable?
You're chatting.
He's been all right. Yeah, 14 points right now.
He's been good.
All
so
right,
literally, almost everything I said has been right. I'm not taking anything back. The only thing that you could say was off of vibes was literally playoff Jimmy, but he got hurt too. So.
And Anthony Edwards you said it was vibes. You did it. You literally said out your mouth.
I said that was vibes because I let you guys talk me out of my analysis, and
you finished the analysis. You finished the analysis, and then we continued.
No, later on, I talked about the defense. Yeah, you guys talked me out of it. And then you guys said that he played terrible. He's only scored blah blah blah. They lost by blank points. And then I was like, okay, I guess it has to be vibes because you guys showed me proof. That's literally what it was. But I literally had analysis for it. Just because like the analysis didn't go to plan or what it like I literally had analysis for it, bro. I don't know what
but your analysis hasn't really came true though, bro.
Is everybody's analysis come true?
So how are you victory lapping on something that it's not happening in the series?
And that's why I said you're.
I'm victory lapping on saying that Anthony Edwards, who was my second favorite player, going crazy. Like
no, you seem to victory lap on you taking credit for Devin Booker playing bad as nuts. You didn't really mention Rudy Gobert dominating the series at all, which is what's happening.
Exactly. Putting your name on a project that you didn't help with.
I'm not really moved by him offensively because it's not like anything crazy. It's stuff that we see.
He's been dominant. He's been dominant offensively.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say
that's the facts. What are you talking about?
He's not dominant offensively.
In this series, he's been dominant offensively. Yes,
okay,
yes.
Let's look. He hasn't been dominant. That's just
right. Would y'all agree that Rudy Gobert has been dominant offensively in this series?
Yes.
It's been 2 games. It's been 2 games, and
that's the sample size.
Yeah, 18. He had 18 last game. What do you have the first game? Like 14, something like that.
It's not about. It's really not about points, bro. It's about
I'm
like
saying he's getting it how like he normally gets it. Like I wouldn't say that's like dominant. I don't understand.
Just because it don't look pretty, don't mean it's not dominant.
In the playoffs,
Zion was a dominant paint scorer, only getting it at the bucket. That's what you told me.
No, I'm just saying, like it just doesn't. I wouldn't. Q. See, you're trying.
That's what you told me.
You're trying to flip it, bro. You're trying to flip it.
Bro, that's what you told me. And this is where the hypocrisy thing come in.
It's not the same.
Yo, you funny, bro. You funny.
Yo, I'm not gonna let you do this to me this episode, bro. It's not the same, bro. Pause. No did.
I don't do nothing to you.
What? Yo, no did.
Bro, it's crazy.
Oh, I can't wait till some of these series are over so we can talk about what they're gonna do in the offseason. But we gotta do that NFL tier list after the NFL draft. I think things are gonna change. The Eagles might have to go up a level, bro, just because they address defense, bro. Eagles might have to go up a level.
I'm not moved.
Bro, anyways, what is you? Come on.
I'm not moved, bro. I'm not moved. I'm not.
For the predictions.
Oh, I took it off. Those games are already happening, some of them, so we might as well not even predict it.
Yeah, we knew the Pacers were gonna get that.
I'm gonna predict that the Pacers win. I'm predicting the Pacers win by a buzzer beater in overtime.
All right, so how about we just predict tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
It's a slate. There's 4 games tomorrow.
Cavs get the dub. Thunders get the dub. Celtics get the dub. Lakers get the dub. I don't even know why we still here.
Lakers
Lakers
go
losing.
home. Lakers
Lakers
go
losing.
home. LeBron
Nah, they might
goes,
get one.
goes-
They might get one. They might get one. They might
I
get
don't
one.
know.
LeBron gets
I
to
don't know.
mentor Bronny and Bryce. Go home early.
It's not happening.
Bro, sound hurt. You sound so happy that LeBron by the.
No, I
wanted
am.
to
I
retire
am.
so bad.
I'm not
He's
gonna
a
lie, bro.
LeBron hater. He's a LeBron hater for some
Where
reason.
is
My
this
LeBron,
this
my
from?
my LeBron disdain runs deep, bro, and I don't care.
does
Maybe
this
I'll like him after he retires, but
What does it stem from?
everything he did to Chicago, bro.
Yeah, him being a Bulls fan and being salty.
I don't really think it was that much, to be honest. How many times did he really beat you? Like two, 3 times? It wasn't that much.
No,
Like,
he beat us
Who's
a lot.
Who's 3
He
times?
beat
In
us
the
a lot.
playoffs?
It was in the
2015.
Eastern Conference Finals in 2011,
playoffs?
then
2015,
2013,
2015 really sealed the deal. 2015 really
13,
sealed
and
the deal.
15. Yeah.
2015 was
You
the back-to-back
mean-
game winners.
You mean where he waved off David Blatt and gamed it on y'all?
Yeah.
That series right there.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
think that we go to the finals and beat the Warriors, bro.
Please. Bulls,
Okay, that's,
dear
that's
bro.
the episode. That's the episode, guys. That's the
Yeah,
episode.
let's get out of here.
Bro,
It's a
do
little
you
late.
not understand
I'm
how much of
drunk.
a matchup nightmare that was for the Warriors that year? Like we were killing them. We were literally
Stop.
as them Philly young bulls, man. We was dicking them niggas, man. We was dicking them.
So the Cavs
Unprofessional
were
and
beating the
untrue.
Bulls. Were,
He keeps
won- I
saying
think
that
I
tape.
think we won
He
both,
said that
both
take is
those
dumb.
games. We won that series that season. I think it was like
Hey,
2-0.
what does the season series matter in the playoffs?
You guys,
the season,
That's true. I
the
just think we
Suns
matched up.
swept the Timberwolves in the season series, right?
That's true, but
Yeah,
I
yes,
just
it
think we
did.
matched up. I think we matched up like pretty well.
No, I didn't.
No,
They
they
didn't.
Stop. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We had
Steve.
we had an emerging Jimmy Butler. What are we talking about? Defensive player of the year and
Steve, in the
Joakim Noah.
episode.
Derek
Yeah,
Let's
wait,
wrap it up.
Jaden.
Let's wrap it up.
Hey,
He's getting
Jaden.
nasty. He's wrap it up. He's
hey,
getting nasty.
you guys, I don't even know if you guys get past Atlanta. Atlanta beat you 2 out of 3 times that year. So if you're talking
That's
about
true.
winning
Let's
the
wrap it
series,
up.
like,
Bro.
what are we talking about? Atlanta had 4 All-Stars, 5
So
All-Stars.
Paul
That's-
Gasol would have got played off the floor.
They
all
didn't.
types of-
They didn't deserve. They didn't deserve all 4, bro. That was just like.
Let's wrap it up. Jaden's getting nasty per usual. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I am getting nasty. I'm a nasty man.
No D.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of here. No,
Alright.
man, great episode.
Appreciate y'all for
Fun.
watching. That was episode 88. Links are at the top. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate you, JD, for coming on. And yeah, that is the end of that episode. Appreciate you guys. We're out.